My name is James Rowlands. In 2015, I teamed up with my friend Dan White to create the WNR podcast. Since then, we have been giving you everything that's happened on the WWE Network. Now, in 2018, not only are we live for the Big Four events in every NXT takeover, but we celebrate 20 years since the birth of the Attitude Era. Plus, every month we'll bring you 205 Live, collections, new content, W pay-per-views and latest news on the WWE Network. Until we've watched everything, we are with you, and we are the WNR. Yes, hello, I am James Rowlands, and as always I'm joined by...
Dan White.
And it is the WNR146, the WWE Network review for March.
Yes, every month we review the latest content on the WWE Network, including collections, new programs, 205 Live, news and NXT update. But first, James, you've got an alternate intro for us.
I have indeed, my friend, and we do this every podcast. And this one, well, I think we all know what it will be. Gentlemen, welcome to Fight Club. The first rule of Fight Club is you do not talk about Fight Club. The second rule of Fight Club is you do not talk about Fight Club. The third rule of Fight Club, someone yells limp, taps out, the fight is over. The fourth rule, only two guys to a fight. The fifth rule, one fight at a time, fellas. The sixth rule, no shirts, no shoes. The seventh rule, fights will go on as long as they have to. And the eighth and final rule, if this is your first fight night at Fight Club, you have to fight. And of course that was from...
Lock, Stock and Two Smoking Barrels.
Yeah, it is Fight Club. But the first rule of the WNR podcast is you have to tell everybody about it, unlike that. Okay, so we move on, and we're going to talk about collections, new collections to the WWE Network in March.
Oh yes, the new collections for March 2018, and it starts off with Becky Lynch, Straight Fire. Talented, charismatic, straight fire. In an exclusive WWE Network interview, Becky Lynch offers never-before-seen insights on the biggest milestones to date in her incredible career. As one of the premier superstars in WWE, the first SmackDown Women's Champion captured the hearts of the WWE Universe with her incredible in-ring skills and quirky sense of humour. Last Kicker's fiercest rivalries with Charlotte, Natalya, Alexa Bliss and Sasha Banks. Don't get left in the cold. This collection is 100% straight fire.
The next collection contains another Irishman, and that is The Bar, Sheamus and Cesaro. Since joining forces, Sheamus and Cesaro set the bar for the tag team division in WWE. In this WWE Network collection, bold as the Celtic Warrior and the Swiss Superman go from heated rivals to four-time Raw Tag Team Champions. Witness their hard-hitting clashes begin with a blistering best-of-7 series and watch the European tough guys evolve into the most dominant tag team in WWE with match classics against teams such as The New Day, The Shield and the legendary Hardy Boys. Remember, Sheamus and Cesaro don't just set the bar, they are the bar.
And I know we don't normally go into the ins and outs of what matches and what is on the programme, but I'd like to draw your attention to the Best of 7 series, Match 4. And it's the fourth battle between Sheamus and Cesaro in their Best of 7 series. Sees both men wage war across the pond in London, England. And we had the privilege of seeing that live.
And then we've got new classic content for March 2018 as well, Dan.
And that is All-Star Wrestling. And relive the genesis of WWE's weekly television tradition with All-Star Wrestling. Only on WWE Network, recorded at the Hamburg Fieldhouse in Pennsylvania. All-Star Wrestling featured a who's who Hall of Famers including Bob Backlund, the Wild Samoans, superstar Billy Graham, Ernie Ladd, Andre the Giant and more. Get a small taste of nearly 70-hour offering with this classic content collection featuring 10 episodes of WWE All-Star Wrestling from 1975 to 1980.
And of course, other collections, we've got Hall of Fame updated. Jarrett and Ivory matches are added to Goldberg and Dudley's. And don't forget, we will bring you the Hall of Fame special Mania weekend or Mania week beforehand, like we have done for the past couple of years.
And NXT TakeOver collections. And it is all the collections of the NXT TakeOver pay-per-views in one simple-to-find folder.
Yeah, and coming in April on the collections will be WrestleMania.
Andre the Giant,
and Finn Balor. So, new content to the WWE Network, and it's music. It's 19th of February. Of course, looking at the 10 best entrance themes from the previous month.
We've also had Kurt Angle photo shoot, February the 19th, and the Charlotte Flair photo shoot, February the 26th.
So here's my thoughts on the Kurt Angle one.
The Kurt Angle photo shoot was fucking brilliant, wasn't it? I mean, so many memories of everything he's accomplished. The Olympic gold medalist, multi-time WWE champion. It's just a shame now that he's got that faraway look in his eyes no matter what, Dan.
Yeah, and oh my gosh all the time as well to every photo that come up. He did enjoy looking back, and it's good to look at Kurt Angle's career.
Yeah, no, it is.
Dan, what are your thoughts on the Charlotte Flair photo shoot? You watched that one?
Yes, it was quite interesting. There was some photos of her, back in when she was starting in NXT. She was saying she wished she had the body she started off with. And, of course, having her dad by her side, teaching her the Flair strut. And, people was kind of getting at her because, it took Ric Flair years to master the Flair strut. And Charlotte was trying to do it. But, she's kind of picked it up along the way. There was a few emotional photos of her when, with her brother Reed Flair, and it was she was getting a bit upset. But it also showed how she broke ground, and she was part of the Four Horsewomen. There's a picture of Uncle Arn Anderson as well, and how he kind of touched her inappropriately, of course. And there was also photos of her how she was breaking ground, becoming the first woman in a Hell in a Cell match. How they got main events, and just how the progression of women's wrestling has come on. Also the announcement of the Women's Royal Rumble, and I don't know why that meant much to Charlotte because she wasn't even in it. Yeah. It was quite funny because her reaction to all the photos quite similar to Kurt Angle's, oh my gosh. It was quite similar as well.
Yeah, no. That's all good. I mean, photo shoot is quite a nice little program. I like they've added that to the WWE Network. And the final thing, Flashback Friday. You do this every Friday, and it's debuts and first. It's a March edition. WWE Network looks back at an impressive archive of debuts and firsts that took place in March. From the inaugural WrestleMania to the first appearance of superstars Mark Henry and Brock Lesnar, contains some of WWE's most memorable debuts.
Alright, so now we're going to do something new on the WNR for this month, and it's going to be a new thing that we do every month, and it's going to be shout-outs. So just want to give shout-outs to a couple of people. First off, Nico Ortiz, who's recently started following and enjoying the WNR podcast. Blayton Johnson as well. Abel Gosling. And who can forget Melena, who would have a name like Melena? Melanie Perham, who's recently discovered the podcast and is really checking out all the old episodes and having a great time. And at this moment in time, I just want to say thank you for your huge support, everybody, because incredibly, Dan, this week alone, we have had our most popular podcast of all time, the WWE 145, the Elimination Chamber. Incredibly, over 20,000 people listen to it. So we'd just like to thank everybody who's listened to the WNR. Don't forget, we've got a huge weekend coming April 7th and April 8th. And also the podcast extra we released, it had 8,000 people listening to it, even though it was just a podcast extra. So we're hoping lots of people can listen to us on this episode and for the months to come, Yes, we'd just like to say thanks to everybody who listens to us. It is the WNR podcast, and we enjoy all the comments and the new followers that we get as well, week in, week out. Right, I'm going to try say it now, Dan, because I got a little surprise. Because at this moment in time, our next podcast we release will be WWE Fastlane, which will be next Sunday. But midweek, something new. We're going to release exclusively to YouTube. It's going to be James versus Dan. And it's going to be a battle, because we've got two men that we love. Two men that we love more than anybody, and they're fighting at Fastlane. Who are these two men, Dan?
Well, for me, it is Randy Orton, and for you, it's Mojo Rawley. But he's not going against Mojo, he's going against Bobby Roode.
Okay, so Dan didn't rudely introduce it, but yes, Bobby Roode is my man. And, of course, Dan's going for the old Randy Orton. What we're going to do is that we're going to have, for the first time ever in WNR podcast history, it's going to be a sing-off, ladies and gentlemen. It's going to be a sing-off between Dan and myself. There'll be two separate videos released. Whoever gets the most likes is, of course, the winner of this challenge, and whoever the loser is, we will work out some sort of punishment for them. I'm sure we will. And what we're going to do is Dan's going to release his own version of a song about Randy Orton, and I'm going to release one about Bobby Roode. Now, we've done a lot of work about this. This is going to be brilliant. So let's look forward to it on Wednesday.
All right, so we move on from that, and it is now time for 205 Live. So we're going to catch this, and it is episode 65, February 20th.
Well, new Cruiserweight manager Drake Maverick's Cruiserweight Championship tournament wraps up first round action as 4 men compete to see who will join Cedric Alexander, TJP, Kalisto, Roderick Strong, Drew Gulak, Mark Andrews in round 2.
Well, one of these bouts features a final surprise entrant in the tourney, as former NXT Tag Champ and my guy, Buddy Murphy, makes his main roster debut to challenge Ariya Daivari. In the other, 1 week after inspiring Gulak to get aggressive, we'll find out if Mr. Maverick's motivational tactics worked on his countryman, Jack Gallagher, as the gentleman faces off with Mustafa Ali.
Well, we get a recap of last week's matches and a preview of tonight's, narrated by voiceover guy.
Yeah. Tonight, we are going to see the end of the Cruiserweight title. Vic Joseph and Nigel McGuinness welcome us to Phoenix and remind us again that Drake Maverick told Jack Gallagher to change his clothes before his first round match. Then it's time for our first bout.
Ariya Daivari has a selfie promo mocking Buddy Murphy for thinking this is Biggest Loser and vowing he won't let the newcomer get in the way of WrestleMania plans. We get another video of Murphy weighing in yesterday at 200.9 pounds.
Yeah, so of course it is. I mean, I don't want to fucking tell you how to suck an egg, but 205 pounds is the limit for the Cruiserweight division. That's why it's called that. Buddy Murphy has slimmed down. I tell you what, this guy looks in fantastic shape. He's had a kind of as well, which I think is great for him. I really like Buddy Murphy. There was something about him in NXT when we saw him last year that I kind of took to. People that might not know him, he used to be part of Blake and Murphy, former tag team champions in NXT. They were managed by Dan's favourite, Alexa Bliss. And they had a little bit of success and kind of split now. And Buddy Murphy, I'm happy for him to be on Cruiserweights. I mean, Dan, what are your thoughts on this first round match here?
You know, I'm looking forward to seeing how Murphy gets on in this match. You know, he's kind of been a bit quiet on NXT since, I don't know if he's still part of a tag team with...
Went their separate ways and Murphy ain't been on NXT, I would say, for fucking hell, about 4.
So, you know, they've kind of been kept quiet. I don't know, will he fit in with this kind of 205 liveness? You know, it has gone up a notch since the departure of He Who Shall Not Be Named.
Yeah.
But, yeah, you know, it's interesting to see how he's going to fare up with this kind of competition and faster pace work.
Yeah, well, I was surprised that they called up Buddy Murphy. You know, like I say, he is one of my guys, but I was surprised they used him for the cruiserweights. I would have thought, especially a man of his size, that maybe he could have not aimed higher. I don't want to be horrible to the cruiserweight division, but I would have thought someone like Lio Rush involved in this tournament. You know, the guy in NXT would probably have made more sense because he is more cruiserweight. You know, or someone like that as opposed to Murphy. But I'm happy he's here. I think this is the most surprising first round matchup. We've had a couple of really good ones, haven't we? And the way that leads to a matched up, you know, Daivari's kind of known as like the jobber to the cruiserweight stars, so he might get given an opportunity. In the early going, he dropped Buddy Murphy on the apron and then slammed his back into the stairs. But it's an interesting one here tonight. I mean, and especially the other match as well, Mustafa Ali versus Jack Gallagher, because you'd hope if Jack Gallagher's going back to his normal ways, you want to see him advancing in the tournament, wouldn't you? You know. Most
definitely, yeah. You know, I think he's better when he's on, better as a facey type character as well. You know, I have missed the Jack Gallagher of old, how he humiliates opponents. He seems kind of like, you know, I do like the fact that he can step it up a gear, but I prefer him doing that, you know, when needed, not all the time. Yeah, most definitely. And the thing I like about the Cruiserweight tournament so far is that people are getting given an opportunity. The matches are actually getting given a bit of time, aren't they? So that's a good thing. Yeah, well, having just 2 matches over the space of an hour, it gives them time to work. And, you know, they're all telling a story. They all want the Cruiserweight Championship. You know, they want to They want to kind of like up their game to get there. Now it's vacant. You can see the hunger in them.
Yeah, whereas people...
It's given the opportunity, isn't it? You know, and we saw with Roderick Strong coming up from NXT, get given a chance, and Buddy Murphy now as well. So we are seeing different guys. I would have liked to see maybe a outside talent coming in, maybe someone from the original CWC tournament. But if you know, this is the way WWE going, and I've not had a complaint so far in any of the matches. As Murphy now looks to make a comeback.
Yeah, jumps off the second rope with a lovely seated drop kick. Can he get back into it? He does look quite big though.
He does. Got an impressive physique, and I know he's made a couple of character changes. I just hope they concentrate more on the character and who he's about. You know, like I say, I know he's Australian, but apart from that, there's not a lot else about Buddy Murphy. But he's impressive there.
As he nips back up to his feet.
The fans seem to like him as well. He's definitely got a spring in his step now, hasn't he? He's got given a chance to, you know, here Murphy proves you belong.
It looks like he's gurning like an idiot though. He's got a bit of a...
He's got a chin. And now he's going up. He's going to look to chin Daivari. Oh, Daivari rolls out the way low.
But that won't stop Murphy. He looks to go flying as he sails over the top rope with a lovely somersault or senton, as you will.
Throws Daivari back in on the way to the top again.
Ooh. Hits him with the knees to the shoulders.
1, 2. Oh!
But Daivari managing to kick out.
Took a step out of Sasha Banks' playbook there, didn't he?
Indeed he did, yes. He gets thrown to the outside by Daivari, but immediately comes back in, but to an elbow.
Oh,
he's been knocked for 6. Can Daivari get a much-needed victory under his belt?
Well, he's going up now. Is this a Persian splash?
Hits it. 1, 2. Oh! And Murphy managing to kick out.
He's still in this, buddy. You can do this. Come on, buddy. Don't let me down.
Hey, buddy.
Yeah, bud. But now Daivari looking to put Murphy away.
Oh, goes for a clothesline, but gets rolled up. 1, 2. Oh, Daivari managing to kick out.
Oh.
Straight hits him with a super kick.
Folds him up. Oh.
Turns him inside out with a hammerlock style clothesline. This could be it. 1, 2.
Yes, Daivari. Can't believe it, but Murphy gets the shoulder up at 2.
2. And this is probably the most impressive I've seen Daivari in a very long time.
Most definitely. Like I said, we're giving it a chance for everybody to shine, isn't it? You know, so that is a good thing to see here. And Daivari now has got his mean face on. He's got the marks of war, but he's looking to put away Buddy Murphy. Grabs his trunks, going to set him up now for maybe back suplex.
Oh, but Murphy flipping out of it, landing on his feet, hitting Daivari with a punch and kick combo, then stamps on his foot. Finishes up with a knee to the chin.
Oh my God! And there we go, that is it. The pump handle Death Valley driver there by Buddy Murphy gets a victory. Very impressive here tonight. I mean, my man wins. Dan, what do you think of the match?
Yeah, you know, as I said throughout it, this is the most impressive. Can Buddy Murphy go all the way to win this?
Do you know, personally, I think he might be my pick here. You know, that a very, very good... He looked very, very good in that, even though Daivari did have a bit of... like we said, Daivari had a bit of time to look strong, but I think in the end, Murphy was the kind of star in that match. If he's going to think... You know, if you looked at those two, you'd be like, I think Murphy's the one who's got a bright future. Can he get all the way to WrestleMania? This is what... It's only got one first-round match left, and we're going to watch that later.
Well, Drake Maverick reveals the tournament bracket and tells us that in 2 weeks, Murphy will face the winner of this match here, Mustafa Ali versus Gentleman Jack. Gulak will meet Mandrews, TJP versus Alexander, and Kalisto versus Roderick Strong are next week. TJ and said enter the frame, and Perkins says this is the point where Alexander fails. Cedric says TJP's dirty tricks won't help him now, and he won't hesitate to put him in the bad place.
Well, Kalisto brings
Lince Dorado
and Grand Metallic hashtag Lucha House Party to the ring. It was Lucha House Party versus Evan Daniels and Legado via pinfall following SSP from Dorado. Fun, if quick squash. The enhancement duo got some offense, but not match in this 4-minute match.
And then we get a selfie promo from Gulak who says people tell him he went too far last week, but that's just an excuse to make. He respects Mark Andrews but plans to ground him and tap him next week. Andrews answers with a promo that features him doing a standing flip while holding the camera. He says Drew can't ground him and he'll fly through the no-fly zone en route to Mania.
Well, after we see Ali taping himself up, Gallagher enters in his new ring gear. Unfortunately, it's green velvet long tights into calf-high socks and simple black wrestling boots. Look, there's two colours I hate put together, and that is green and fucking white. And Jack Gallagher has managed to do it. I don't know how.
Oh, I hate the feel of velvet, and it just cringes me out just looking at it. Ugh.
Well, anyway, we have started this match here. Early going. Looks like Jack's going to try and work over Mustafa Ali. But who's the favourite in this one, Dan?
I would say, I'd like to see Gentleman Jack going on.
Yeah. No, I definitely would as well. But I got a feeling Mustafa Ali's picked up a few results recently, hasn't he? So you never know which way they're going to go. Ali gets shoulder blocked down there by Jackie Boy. Leapfrog attempt by Ali gets caught by Gallagher. Now back into the armbar. Ali gets to the bottom rope, manages to break the submission there. And I think this is going to be a slow burner, but could turn into something special. There's no doubt in my mind both of these men are fantastic in ring.
Oh, Ali ducking an elbow there from Jack Gallagher and getting him up in a half Boston.
Each man trying to fill each other out in the early going, just trading. As I say, wrestling holds, trying to get the advantage. And Ali now trying to work the leg. But Jack knows how to get a submission. Of course, he's got that kind of British style about him. And that move used to make me pop back in the day when he turned him over. But now, not so much.
Oh, but Gentleman Jack with a headstand in the corner. Upside down, and he's waving at Ali as he nips over Ali as he comes sliding in.
Trying to roll up attempt. Ali grabs hold to the ropes.
Oh, both men having a flipping awesome time. Oh, both men trading near pinfalls.
It just shows the dexterity of both men there, managing to be kind of connected in a weird way.
Brilliant exchange between these two. How they can both turn it up when it comes to mat wrestling.
And the fans seem to be into it today. I don't know if I'm straight tripping y'all, but they seem to be at least respecting what the guys are doing.
Most definitely. They've got rid of the ignorant bastards in the front row that are just sitting there staring at their phones.
Yeah, fuck. With a WrestleMania sign in the background. Now a shoving match. We've seen kind of respectful wrestling. Is this going to get a little bit dirty now?
Well, Jack goes down to the midsection with a headbutt and then follows it up with a knee, so he gets himself the upper hand in this exchange. But looks for a kick. Ali catches it and delivers a spinning heel of his own, knocking Jack out of the ring.
Well, that was bang on the mark. And whilst you're out of the ring, the cruiserweights go to play. Oh!
But Jack catches Ali in the ring apron and unloads a flurry of punches and kicks to him.
We've seen some great Britons do that in the past, people like Finlay and Regal, and it's nice that Jack Gallagher is taking a page out of those guys' books. Ali's in a bit of trouble. Gallagher, just get in, get the pinfall. You don't have to worry about the crowd at the moment. Get the count out. And Ali gets in, breaks the count. Jack's going straight back to work. Irish whip, the back elbow down, and he's going for cover, but he's just not going to get it. He's just trying to wear him down at the moment. I'm going to go for the submission. Knocking up his arm and his cravat in, getting tighter every time you move against it. It works against itself, basically. It's like a snake, when it kind of constricts around the body.
I'm a snake.
I'm a snake. That's what basically this submission is doing. Airway from Mustafa Ali, and you work in your midsection as well, just try and disrupt the breathing. It's that constant pressure on top of you, and that's what Jack Gallagher's trying to do now with the elbows. And again, just pressing down. Ali has to use his entire body weight to try and get up and get an advantage. And that's difficult to do. Fight back, but Gallagher goes the elbow. Now the headbutts to the midsection, backing him up into the corner, and another headbutt. Tries to headbutt the third time, but Ali managing to dodge out of the way.
Oh, and he just runs through Gallagher, knocking him down to the mat.
Jack reverses the Irish whip, maybe giving Ali a chance. Oh, pop-up drop kick, now nip up by Ali, who screams at the crowd. Jack pushing Ali off, and Ali responds. Big kick to the shoulder blade, and now Hurricane Runner. Ali manages to dodge out the way of Jack Gallagher. You got to remember that. What's the umbrella called?
William.
Moving out the way. You got to remember Williams in the corner might be an advantage. Ali now looking to roll his way back in.
Hits an X Factor on Gallagher. Looking to go up in the top corner, but Gallagher holds onto his foot.
Ooh.
Not allowing him to go any higher.
That might have knocked him out, but Gallagher's been scouting Ali, so managing to roll to the apron. Doesn't want to get hit by the 054. Gallagher and Ali both on the second rope now.
In a very precarious position.
Oh!
But Gallagher jumping from the second rope to the wafer-thin mats below with Ali's arm in hand and just hangs him up over the top rope. Throws him into the ring post and sends him out of the ring.
Well, if the arm wasn't damaged first time round, it is now. And Gentleman Jack straight on it, not giving Ali any time to recover whatsoever.
He's going to try and capitalise on this. Goes for the cover, 1, 2. Oh, but Ali managing to kick out.
And now Gallagher's just going to try and work on the arm. He knows it's damaged, but Ali, he's got his hand gripped at the moment. Uh-oh.
Oh, he's got a submission locked.
Oh, my God. But shoulders are down from Jack, so he has to release the submission.
And Ali's in all sorts of trouble with his left arm.
That was the only way. Ali was trying to get out of that. Now the air. Oh, fucking hell. Arm bent on the mat.
And just kicks his elbow. Vicious from Gallagher.
He's working on the joint, isn't he? This is the best I've seen Jack Gallagher in a little while. He drops Ali on his arm, trying to go for the cover, but Ali gets showed off at 2.
2.
What are you thinking about Jack and this impressing you a little bit more?
He is, yes. You know, he's kind of gone back to his old ways of Jack, but he's still got that aggressive look about him as well.
I think that's what he needs to keep, didn't he? You know, you don't want to be like a comedy character. You want to have that aggressive side. And I think this is what Jack's doing well.
I'm not sure on his outfit, though.
I hate his fucking outfit. I really do. I really like Mustafa Ali, though. You know, they kind of look like he's comfortable with it. And you can obviously do, like, different colours and stuff like this as well. Just needs to get the crowd behind him. And I think the way he wrestles, I think Mustafa Ali might have a chance in this tournament. Gallagher's on the outside.
Ali looking to go flying. Oh, corkscrews his way over the top, and I think he completely misses Gallagher.
Yeah, he fucked that up.
I think Ali's got a bit of a dead leg there. Oh.
There we go. So Ali goes over.
Lands on the ring apron or the outside of the mat, the hardest part, as James likes to alliterate to us.
Well, I think they were trying to say that Ali, maybe his arm couldn't get him all the way over the top, proper spring to it, so it failed on him, and then he hit the apron. But if that's the case, then that is fantastic strategy by Jack Gallagher.
But Ali made it into the ring before the referee's Cien count, and both men are up on a second rope in a precarious position. Ali manages to fight Jack off, though.
No, I don't think that was the best idea from Jack Gallagher when he knows that Ali can fly, but turns that crossbody into an armbar. So maybe I was wrong about it, trying to twist it all the way round.
Ali with a roll through, trying to grab onto a rope, but Jack Gallagher sends him into the turnbuckle, but runs in, gets caught with an elbow, catches Ali's arm again, and this time it's got to be over.
Well, that's it. Jack Gallagher knows exactly whereabouts in the ring he is at all times, and he's got Ali now in serious trouble. Ali's lips busted as well.
He's got internal bleeding.
Yeah. Well, it's what Gallagher with the headbutts earlier. We know how dangerous the Jack Gallagher headbutts are. Ali's scrambling.
Manages to get to the bottom rope, though.
Oh, and he'll be glad that he escaped that. But you got to think now the damage is done. Ali's just got to try and blank this out, just try and get through. Gallagher picks him up. The only thing separating Jack and Ali now are just the ropes. I think Mustafa Ali realised that. No strength in the punches.
Trying to fight out, bounces Gallagher's head off the top turnbuckle. Is it wise of Ali to be going up to the top rope, though?
Oh, it's not. Jack now, right on the second rope. He's got the arm locked there.
And Ali needs to seriously get to a rope. Oh, he's on him.
But the thing is, damage is done. Oh, Ali just knocked the taste out of Jack's face.
Oh, Jack comes back, delivers a running drop kick to Ali as he's perched on the second rope, sends him careening into the barricade, and Ali looks down and out.
Oh my God, Jack Gallagher now saying, "Come on, you like that?" To be fair, I do. Mustafa Ali goes flying across. RVD used to do that shit.
Yeah. But the referee's not in the ring making a count.
No.
It's quite bugging.
It's the second time he's gone outside to check on the rest of his well-being. I mean, this is how hard-hitting it is.
If I was Gallagher, I'd pick up the referee, throw him in the ring and say, start counting, you prick.
Oh!
Gallagher throws Ali into the barricade again.
My referee might stop this now. You know, he said he is on the outside checking.
Gallagher's not giving up, though. He's throwing Ali back into the ring.
Well, now all he has to do is just pick off Ali, grab the arm again.
Picks up the arm in a hammerlock, throws him into the turnbuckles.
And it is different look for Jackie Boy tonight. Pulls just Ali's limp body. Cover.
Ali managing to kick out.
What? I thought it was over. Now he's going for the arm. Ali desperately holding on. And Jack now using his legs to kick Ali whilst he's down.
Well, he's not going to use his hands to kick Ali, is he?
Well, using the free leg to kick Ali's face. And now what he's doing, he's perched his head up on his thigh, is that? No. What's that bit?
On his thigh.
On his thigh, and then using the elbows. Ali's getting the shit kicked out of him, but still managing to get the shoulder up at 2.
2.
Now Jack looks a bit tired, a little bit frustrated. They're fighting Ali. Yes, he may be down, but he's not out. Who is going to be the last man through in the first round of the
Cruiserweight tournament?
See, I told you, I know where to start, I just don't know where to end. The Cruiserweight tournament. WrestleMania sign in the background. Jack's got Ali all the way up.
Oh, but Ali rolls through, lands on his feet from the back suplex from the top, hits Gallagher with a super kick to the back of the head, springboard to a ferocious DDT. Jack laying in a very prone position in the corner, looking for the inverted 450.
Well, that arm is definitely bright, but Ali's got a chance now.
Bang, hits it. 1, 2, 3.
Wow, there we go. Mustafa Ali pulls out a victory there.
I thought it was a bloody good match. Jack Gallagher was over it all. I think he looked very ferocious. Looked like it was going to be Gallagher's match, but out of his arse, Ali managed to pull it out in the dying seconds. And Nigel McGuinness, so rightly standing up and applauding both men at the end of this match.
Yeah, what a fantastic effort by both men. Jack Gallagher looked great in defeat. It is a shame it is defeat. And Mustafa Ali, it's Johnny Gargano award for most punishment taken in the match, but Ali there gave a good shout himself. He did take a lot, managed to put him away, and that was a flurry of offense at the end for Mustafa Ali, wasn't it? But he's impressive, and he goes through, and of course he will face Buddy Murphy in the next round of the Cruiserweight tournament.
Well, that is the end of episode 65, and we move on to February the 27th.
Yeah, a new general manager, Drake Maverick's Cruiserweight Championship tournament, has a bracket, and February 27th show from Los Angeles will kick off the second round action on our way to a title match at WrestleMania 34 on April 8th. So let's have a look at the bracket. Cedric Alexander beat Grand Metalik to go through to the second round, and TJP beat Tyler Bate, so it will be Alexander and TJP in second round action.
Roderick Strong beat Hideo Itami, and Kalisto beat Lince Dorado to advance to the second round. So it's going to be Roderick Strong versus Kalisto.
On the other side, we have just seen Mustafa Ali and Mustafa Ali beating Jack Gallagher and Buddy Murphy beating Daivari on last week's show. Of course, Ali Murphy second round action.
We saw Drew Gulak beat Tony Nese, his friend, and we saw Akira Tozawa get beaten by Mark Andrews. So it's going to be Mark Andrews versus Drew Gulak in that side of the bracket.
Okay. So now we're going to do, because we have bonus points and everything like this, don't we? So let's put a bonus point on the line for the Cruiserweight tournament. Strong and Alexander win. So we got a choice of 6 men there. So just a bonus point. Do you want me to tell you my pick, or do you want to write them down? What do you want to do?
Tell me your pick. I've got mine written down.
Mine's Buddy Murphy.
Mine is Roderick Strong.
Okay, so Strong and Murphy. So it's only for the winner here, because obviously it's going to be second.
Oh, we're going to meet each other in the finals.
So it's a good possibility that we could face each other in the final. The reason I've gone Buddy Murphy is just because I like him. I'm thinking maybe Mandrews or, of course, Roderick Strong, but Murphy, a bit of repackaging. I've got hope for him. And what's the reason for Strong, Dan?
I've gone for Roderick Strong because so many times in NXT he's come up just a bit too short. And I think, he deserves something to try and elevate him up to the next level. So, yeah, that's why I've gone for Roderick Strong.
So that'll be interesting. So let's start off second round action. So tonight's matches look to continue the Purple Browns' run of great in-ring action since Maverick took the reins on screen, and Triple H reportedly got them backstage. In one quarterfinal, after defeating his #Lucha House Party brother
Lince Dorado,
Kalisto set to battle Roderick Strong, who shocked fans by taking out his fellow NXT alum Hideo Itami in round 1.
In the other, Cedric Alexander tries to follow up on his win over Grand Metalik when he battles the first champ, TJP, who got here by beating the first UK champ, Tyler Bate.
We get a recap of last week, which also previews tonight's 2 matches and leads to the opening video, and then to Vic Joseph and Nigel McGuinness welcome us to the Staples Centre with a look at the bracket that we've talked about.
Well, a selfie promo from Cedric Alexander claiming TJP can't get into his head and saying he won't get in the way of him. Dasher Fuentes interviews TJP. He thinks it's ridiculous the first ever champ has to compete in this tournament at all, but since that's the way it is, he's going to walk through Cedric tonight on the way to WrestleMania.
So here we go. They both started trying to fill out the other one first. I mean, I don't know who's got the speed advantage in this one, Dan.
TJP.
You say TJP? I don't know. I mean, Alexander, he's quick as a hiccup, isn't he? And Perkins, technically, I think Perkins technically is better. With strength, probably Cedric, because he's just a little bit bigger than TJP. But, of course, what TJP has got is the fact that he's the first ever Cruiserweight champion here. Well, I say first ever. First new Cruiserweight champion. Leg lock, and he's dabbing away, Dan, you know?
Oh, I know.
So who's the favourite in this one, then?
I would say Big Ced.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know, TJP knocked off Tyler Bate. I thought Tyler Bate might have had a chance to impress in this tournament, but unfortunate TJP took him down. Like he just tried to take down Cedric there.
Oh, wrist lock there, and TJP is in trouble.
Yep, Cedric trying to stretch the arm. This is just about imposing your will in the early going.
Cedric Alexander certainly has the upper hand over TJP thus far.
Well, he wants to show TJP that he can work TJP's way, you know. It might not have to be a fast-paced match. It might show him that he can beat him technically. TJP's so arrogant at this moment in time, saying that he can just easily walk over Alexander, and Alexander wants to beat him at his own game.
And Alexander's so far, he's proven this as well. But there's a lot of strong names, excuse the pun. We've got former champions, Kalisto, TJP.
Yeah, you've got a revitalised Drew Gulak in there, haven't you? My man Buddy Murphy as well looked excellent last week.
And Roderick Strong, who we know took out his alum, what's his name? Hideo Itami.
Yeah, which I thought might have been was a little bit of a surprise, really.
Yes, and also former Titus Worldwide member. He was taken out of it as well. What's his name? Tozawa.
Upset by Mandrews.
And of course, Andrews, you can't discount him as well. He's had some very, very impressive matches.
No, I do like Mark Andrews. And in this one, they've sped it up a little bit now.
Oh, but a drop kick slows things down again, and TJP rolls to the outside for a bit of separation. But that's not going to stop Big Ced.
Is that your new nickname for him?
Yeah.
Oh, TJP catches him, though.
Looking for an armbar, but Cedric rolls through, looking for the bottom rope. So close, yet so far.
Well, Perkins stopping him getting there. And now all he can do is try and reach for that one leg. Well, TJP getting the exchange there. Cedric might have gone to bottom right, but Perkins is still in control here.
TJP follows that with a big uppercut in the corner.
Alexander reversing now chops. Just trying to get his breath back in this match. Snapmare takedown, but Perkins managed to reverse it. Cedric tried it. And TJP caught him at his own game.
Yeah, lovely neck breaker, and he just puts his foot on the face of Cedric and twists on it. And TJP, you can see the discoloration in his chest from them knife-edge chops.
Perkins with a knee to Alexander, now going back to the submission.
TJP trying to slow things down and get a bit technical.
Perkins catching himself on the ropes.
It's kind of like a rear 619, rolls through, or steps through, sorry, looking for the sharpshooter. But he turns it into a kind of sharpshooter with one leg as he steps on like a surfboard.
Well, that's the start of that kind of STF, the way he's got his leg locked there. And then
Yes, stomping him into the mat like he's a piece of shit. Not that the colour of him makes a difference, but anyway.
Now, from the sides, the arms come up and twisting him round, getting in pinning predicament.
Alexander kicking out quite quickly.
Cedric with a chop.
That turnback was upside down. The Miz has been in the ring.
Oh, yeah. I wonder if that changes as the night goes on. I think that's what the director's shouting in the back at the moment. Right, what fucking idiot put that turnbuckle on the wrong way?
Quick, change the camera. You're fired.
And now Perkins, bit of control, snapmare Alexander down.
Oh, Hilo over the top, drops the shoulder into Alexander, goes for the cover. But Cedric managing to kick out.
Ah.
Come on, Big Ced. You can do this. Beat the man who I picked to win the first
Yeah, I
ever
know. He
Cruiserweight
was your
Championship.
pick, and now you've turned your back on him. That's what you do to your guys, is it? See, I'm always loyal to mine, no matter what happens to him.
Yeah, Zack Sabre Jr. and Ho-Ho Lund are doing really well in this tournament. Oh, burn.
Zack Sabre Jr. is having... Oh, fuck you. I'm not even...
What about...
No,
No, I'm not in this tournament.
Hey!
Bum tush.
Well, what about your guys?
Well, TJP, well, he's currently in a match at the moment. But TJP is in full control of Cedric Alexander as he's got him tied up again. He's got his arm and his leg in like a... It looks like the start of an abdominal stretch, James, but I can't for the life of me remember who made that move famous.
Well, that was Wilbur Schneider down 1920s, making that famous hold.
But TJP's kind of making it his own with the arm locked in there as well.
He's kind of dabbing using Cedric's arm. And now Alexander trying to fight back at this.
And he does with a big elbow, but TJP straight back on the button, looking for a suplex, trying to go for the three amigos, but no, stands him up, turns it, but Alexander twisted in midair, turns it into a crossbody, goes for a pinning attempt, but TJP managing to kick out.
Oh.
Upside down turnbuckle.
Trying to recover boot to TJP's face.
An uppercut there to follow it up. Comes running through TJP, not once, not twice. Looking for a third attempt, but TJP blocks it with his foot up. Caught by Big Ced and hits a spinning back elbow.
Springboard now by Cedric.
Oh, a lovely handspring springboard there.
And it just takes Perkins' head off, but somehow TJP gets the shoulder up at 2.
Which way will this go?
No, I don't know. Cedric getting a little bit frustrated. Takes off his arm cover. Got TJP in his sights. TJP drops Cedric on the apron. Cedric manages to spin his way back in. Uses the rope and plants Perkins.
Face first into the mat, goes for a cover, but Perkins managing to kick out.
Well, how close was that? And Cedric trying to get through. And again, this is how hard these matches have been. There's more markings. You see the markers on Perkins there. They're turning it up in these matches in this second round. Who's going to be advanced? And Cedric now maybe looking for the lumbar check.
Pulls him in. Oh, but TJP had it scouted and just holds on round the neck of Big Ced. Catches him, plants him. Oh, in a inverted lumbar check of his own. Rolls him up. Oh, but Alexander managing to kick out. Perkins getting frustrated. Does he not know how to put Cedric down?
The golden touch that he had just a year ago when he won the CWC tournament. You know, like I said, it's been a long road to hoe for TJP, but now he's going to look to put Cedric away.
Looking for the detonation kick, but Cedric had that scouted. Cedric looking to suplex him, but Perkins with a knee to the head.
Ooh.
Both men running the ropes, and TJP goes down low, takes out the knee of the...
He might be looking for the TJP clutch, and now he's going to dive off the second rope.
Oh, but ducked by Cedric Alexander. Spinning heel kick sends Perkins crashing to the outside. Is he going to go flying this time? Oh, somersault over the top takes out TJP.
And TJP is now doing a weight drill at ringside. He is out. Draw a chalk line over him. Cedric needs to just get him back in the ring, take advantage.
As he heeds your advice, throws TJP back in the ring, trying to get a bit of momentum on his side.
Springboard back in.
Oh, but TJP ducks. Cedric Alexander lands on his bad leg.
And TJP notices that, tries to take advantage, but gets a big back elbow from Cedric.
A big forearm to follow it up. What can Big Ced do?
Handspring elbow attempt, but gets caught and plucked straight into that TJP clutch. And he's in the middle of the ring right now.
He's got the grapevine locked in. Can Alexander drag him and TJP to the bottom rope?
Maybe this is where the weight advantage and the slight reach is going to come to help Cedric, but Perkins pulls him straight in.
Oh, looking to get rolled up, but Perkins, handful of tights.
I think Cedric's shoulder was up slightly. As like you said, Perkins tried to try to cheat his way through.
By hook or by crook, Jimbo, by hook or by crook.
And now Cedric looks down. Perkins going to put him away.
And both men have been for a war tonight. A lovely combination there by TJP.
Oh.
But runs into an uppercut from Big Ced.
Dodges a kick from Perkins and double clothesline there. Both men know what the other was going to try to attempt. Which way will this go? Perkins and Cedric, both
Cedric
using the
and
rope.
Perkins.
Both using the rope to get to their feet.
Oh, springboard forearm there from TJP. He looks to have the advantage thus far, looking for the detonation kick. But Cedric with a backslide, looking for the lumbar check, but Perkins rolls through, catches that leg again. Very slick from TJP.
Well, that was a thing of beauty. And now Cedric, who's stuck in all sorts of trouble. The hole's already been on, so you've got to think the damage that's been done to it. He's going to tap.
Oh, is he trying to turn it?
He does.
Oh, roll it. Oh, manages to roll his way to the bottom rope.
Well, how impressive TJP is there, making sure he gets the full extent of the count, even if he does get told off by the referee. We need a winner in this, you know. There will be no shenanigans. It's been straight up so far.
Oh, back elbow from Cedric, though. Oh, and a spinning heel kick there from TJP. Both men down to one knee.
And I think Cedric's been knocked goofy.
And Perkins has been knocked Pluto.
Oh, Cedric trying again to strike Perkins. TJP one step ahead.
Catches Perkins' leg. Hits him with a big forearm.
Oh, kick to the arm for TJP.
And then a kick to the head to follow it up with. Detonation kick time. No, Cedric with a backslide.
Oh!
Lumbar check.
Hits it. 1, 2, 3.
And he checks his way into the next round.
He does, beating the first Cruiserweight champion, TJ Perkins. Alexander wins. Dan, what do you think of the match?
It was a bloody good match between the two. You know, you can tell both men have worked together quite a bit in the past. You know, they're no ticks. Roman pees in the shower sign gets held up, distracting me slightly. But yeah, brilliant match between these two. You know, I do really like the fact that they're getting time to tell their story. And yeah, you know, both men certainly put it all in tonight.
Yeah, no, I think, again, I can't really add to anything you just said there. It's a fantastic match. Again, second round starts off as strong as the first round ended. So, no, it's really, really good. Okay, we see a promo from Mustafa Ali saying he's proved he could withstand brutality when he survived and beat Jack Gallagher last week. His opponent next week, Buddy Murphy's a bad dude, but he won't break Ali.
Well, Murphy is interviewed leaving the building. Ali proved he was tough last week, but hasn't faced anyone like Buddy. The Aussie respects him, but he's waited for this a long time, and he will hurt Mustafa to get his Mania dream.
Yeah, so that's what match we're going to have next week, but right now it is main event. It's Kalisto, one of the favourites, going against Dan's pick in the Cruiserweight division, in the Cruiserweight tournament, Roderick Strong. So Dan, keys to victory. What's your man have to do if he wants to beat Kalisto?
No, I don't know, you know, kind of avoid Kalisto's high-flying antics, keep him grounded and just, you know, work over him with his patented backbreakers.
I hope Kalisto can hit a Salida del Sol out of nowhere and get me the get satisfaction of putting Roderick Strong away.
Well, James, you can't get no satisfaction tonight.
No. Well, Kalisto has been impressive. Of course, former Cruiserweight champion in his own right. And he's here to look to go through to the next round. He beat, of course, how can I forget Grand Metallic or Lynch Dorado last round?
No, he beat Lynch Dorado.
And there's Cedric Alexander looking on. Of course, he will face the winner of this. So you're pretty confident Strong's going to go through here?
I am pretty confident. Not sure about how he's going to stand up against Big Ced, but, you know, we'll wait and see.
Well, Kalisto there, great handstand, Hurricane Runners. Going for the cover. I mean, quicker than earlier. Weird did you say that, because Roderick Strong, even though he seems quite a bigger guy, he can wrestle with the best of them. And I'm not saying he's not a great worker, just needs a little things to be worked on for him, doesn't he? You know?
Yeah.
You think the Cruiserweight title can help him?
I do believe that. Yeah. You know, he's come very close so far in NXT. I don't think there's much more he can do there, and he would get lost on the main roster, I think. So, you know, putting him here, I think it's going to be great for him.
Yeah, and as he chops Kalisto, and Roderick Strong has been impressive on 205.
So, Cedric Alexander's had to beat a former Cruiserweight champion. Can Roderick Strong replicate that and beat another former Cruiserweight champion? Punch his ticket to the next round.
Well, this is the questions we hope to be answered here tonight. Kalisto, Hurricane Runners Strong to the outside.
Looking to go flying. Oh, suicide dive through the second rope and takes out Roddy.
Nice drop kick for Kalisto there. And now what's the crazy bastard doing? He's on the barricade.
Oh, looking for Hurricane Rana, but gets caught by Roderick Strong. Oh, but still manages to Hurricane Rana him into the barricade, but on a different side.
Well, I thought that was going to end really badly for Kalisto. Managed to turn it around. Again, the referee on the outside rather than counting, but I suppose we do need a winner in this one, don't we, to go through? Even though I'm sure we've had buys before in tournaments, haven't we? So,
and an update on the turnbuckle. It has been turned around.
It'll be turned round.
Yes.
There we go. Good lads. Oh! A bit like Kalisto just got turned round then.
And he landed back first onto the announcer's table.
Oh my God, strong. That was vicious.
And delicious.
Referee checking on him. I like the fact they are giving them a lot of time. We get to see the replays and enjoying it, aren't we? You know, taking
most definitely.
Soaking it in. Soak it in.
Drink it in, man.
Both men back in the ring and Strong's going to work on Kalisto.
Well, he's got a much smaller competitor down now. He's grounded him, so to speak. And Strong can take full control of the smaller man.
Toughness. You know the toughness of Kalisto. You know what he's got inside. Seen it inside Kalisto. What he can do. Can he pull him off tonight? Oh!
As he picks Kalisto up and just drops him onto his knee in a thunderous backbreaker. Goes for the cover. 1, 2. Oh, but Kalisto managing to kick out.
Now Strong setting Kalisto up between top and second rope. Imagine if you would the 10 beats to the Finn Balor, but instead Roderick Strong beating him in the back.
Only twice though.
Yeah, not as many times. But Strong cannot put away Kalisto. Tries he might. What?
Kalisto managing to plant Roddy Strong face first into the canvas with that Hurricane Rana.
Oh, Strong has been beating down Kalisto in the majority of this match. And finally, bit of separation. Can Kalisto take advantage of it? Oh, Kalisto, big boot to the face. Strong.
Oh, step up, another kick to the face. Springboards his way in. Oh, it's a bit of a seated senton then. Springboard corkscrew elbow. And Kalisto's on fire, baby.
It's on fire, baby. And now drop kick. Kararana.
Plants him again, face first into the mat, goes for a cover. Oh, and Strong manages to kick out.
You know.
Oh, Salida del Sol, but Roddy Strong had it scouted and hangs Kalisto up.
And now Strong trying to build some momentum using the ropes.
Oh, comes in with a big elbow. Samoan drop.
I thought that was a strong slam for the cover. Oh.
But Kalisto managing to kick out. Kalisto managing to kick out. Roddy.
Strong's got him up, but Kalisto turns it. Oh!
Rolls through with a kick to the head.
And now Kalisto. Oh, runs straight into another boot from Strong. Double
combination kick from Roddy Strong. Double underhook, but Kalisto with a backslide rolls him up for a pin attempt. 1, 2. Oh, with a kick out.
That was a very impressive move there from Kalisto, turning Strong inside out, and then he broke his bloody neck. Kalisto now trying to take advantage, but every time it looks like he's trying to get into this match, Strong cuts him off, and he does it yet again. Corner now, and Strong picking up Kalisto. Top rope chop.
Places him on the second, on the top rope. Kalisto's in a bit of a precarious position.
Strong. He's got Kalisto
up on his shoulder, but Kalisto managing to slide down. Lands on the mat, plants his legs on the outside. Strong now in a precarious position. Pushes Kalisto off.
Oh.
Kalisto with a step up insecurity kicks him in the head.
Yeah, the thing is, isn't it? You go, he's got the power advantage, but speed kills, doesn't it? You know?
It does indeed.
As we've seen here, Kalisto just so quick. And now he's got Strong. And here comes Kalisto. No, Strong's still fighting it.
Both men now. Which way is he going to go?
Oh, Strong's got him. No! Oh!
Kalisto managing to turn it around. Plants Strong. Goes for the cover. 1, 2. Oh! Strong managing to kick out. I think he might have dislocated his shoulder, though, Sess.
Sorry to interrupt you there, but it looked like both men were thrown out of a moving plane. And now, both looks like Strong's getting the advantage. Oh!
But as you say that, Kalisto responds with a couple of big kicks.
Tried to Salida del Sol, but Strong caught him with the knee to the face.
backbreaker into a kind of a lumbar check.
End of heartache.
1, 2, 3. And that is the end of Kalisto.
It is strong. Puts away a former Cruiserweight champion to go through, but unfortunately for him, he has to face Cedric Alexander next.
So it's the end of heartache against the lumbar check. It's going to be a very interesting matchup between these two.
Yeah, it's going to be great. What do you think of this matchup, though, between Kalisto and Strong?
I thought it was a bloody good match between the two, yeah. Again, both men fought really hard, fought really well. Another match that could have gone either way. Don't touch the belt.
You know what they say about people that touch belts during the tournament, Stan?
Yeah, very impressive from these two. It wasn't as technical as a couple of the other matches, like the Cedric Alexander versus TJP match, but it was very hard hitting and fair, and both men pulled it out really, really well.
Yeah, no, I really enjoyed it. But next week we've got
Mark Andrews versus Drew Gulak next week,
and then finally Mustafa Ali versus my man Buddy Murphy in second round action. We cannot wait.
So we move on, and it is our last episode of 205 Live, episode 65, February 20th. No, it's not. I'm lying to you. That's the previous results. We are in Green Bay, Wisconsin, and your announcers Vic Joseph and Nigel McGuinness. Our last episode of 205 Live, episode 67, March 6th, 2018.
Well, we're in Green Bay, Wisconsin, and your announcers are Vic Joseph and Nigel McGuinness. Nigel and Vic talk about the two matches. Drew is asked about how he will combat Mark Andrews' style. He will show what he's going to do in a PowerPoint presentation. But he's not opened Microsoft Office in weeks. Drew says that he's focused on becoming a Cruiserweight champion, and the man in the ring is trying to take his WrestleMania moment. So watch what he does.
Yeah, so it is our first match, Mark Andrews versus Drew Gulak. It's quarterfinals, so who will be the first man into the semi-finals here tonight? Who are you backing in this one? Is it Mandrews or is it Gulak for you?
As entertaining as I think Mandrews is a lot better performer in the ring.
Yeah, I got to agree with you. He's more exciting to watch, isn't he? He's that classic. When you think of a cruiserweight, Mark Andrews springs straight to your mind, doesn't he?
Indeed, yes.
The way he can move. But Gulak is a great technical wrestler, and he's gone more serious recently. Even the PowerPoint has been put on hold for the time being. Mandrews arm drags Gulak.
Looking for a second, but he's blocked by Drew, and then Andrews goes around the other side and arm drags him with his right arm instead.
Oh, and gets caught with a huge forearm, does Mandrews. Gulak wants to slow this down, work at his own pace.
So who have we gone for in these tournaments? Do you want to refresh the listeners' minds?
We can indeed. We picked them, and I have gone for a man who is in quarterfinal action later tonight in the main event. It is the one and only Buddy Murphy. And Dan, who's your pick?
I have gone for Roderick Strong.
Gulak trying to keep down Mandrews. Mandrews got to pick the pace up. If you've got a chance of winning this one, Gulak takes him from behind low. Who misses.
Headlock takedown there by Mandrews. Controlling Gulak at the moment. He's out wrestling him, as you will.
And this is the great thing about 205 Live. As of late, it's been a nice, slow and steady build to each one of these matches. There's not been one match that really hasn't delivered in these Cruiserweight tournament. And hopefully tonight this is another one that picks up pace as we go along.
Oh, and Andrews responds with a slap to the face on Drew Gulak. Kick to the midsection.
He wants Gulak to get more angry. And Andrews now.
Was he looking for a Spanish fly? But Gulak had that well scouted and flips him back onto his feet and catches him with a big elbow.
Gulak now picking up Andrews. He's obviously got strength advantage.
Slams him over the top rope. Goes for the cover, but Mandrews managing to kick out. Gulak's now regained control in this match. He's got Andrews in a hammerlock.
Now get back to his feet, but Gulak's got his whole pressure, whole body on him, and like that takes him straight back down again. And now just trying to move the arm. And this is Andrews is expending all of his energy here, just trying to get Gulak off him. When you've got top control like this, it's very difficult to combat. You've got to try and explode out of it, like Andrews is now.
Oh, some big right hands to the midsection, but Gulak responds with a knife edge chop to the chest. That's a good thing about the 205 Live division. It's no one's mismatched, are they? Everyone's similar. I know, Gulak's slightly bigger, but it's not much of a mismatch.
No, it's a competitive division, isn't it? You could on any night any of the roster could be anybody else, rather if you look at Raw and SmackDown, you think, well, maybe not, Strowman versus Curtis Axel, whatever it is, it's not that competitive, but you could put anyone against Gulak here tonight, you think, yeah, you actually might have a chance. Now Andrews backs Gulak up in the corner with the forearms. Gulak cuts him off again. Andrews just finding it hard to breathe. But Andrews, though, managed to hit an enziguri on Gulak.
He rocks Gulak. Oh, handspring. Gets caught in an electric chair. Gulak looked to do a sit-out powerbomb, but Andrews turned it into a head scissors takedown, or Hurricane Rana, as you will.
Gulak out of the ring, grabbing on the apron, not sure what just happened.
Is Andrews going to go flying? No, Gulak doesn't give him a chance. Takes it beneath him. Now
Gulak staring at the announce table. Oh, Andrews managed to block it with a kick. And now what's Andrews got planned?
Oh, jumps onto the announce table. A lovely standing moonsault off of it. Takes out Gulak.
And now Andrews looking at the WrestleMania sign. He knows this is his chance. He's only been on 205 Live recently. Gulak in, trying to capitalise now.
Do you think this is the best place for Andrews?
I think it is. Like we said, the way he works and stuff, the British division obviously not working. Catches Gulak with a kick, flips back over.
Oh, but Gulak catches him. Tries to reverse it, but he gets caught in a bulldog by Mark Andrews.
Now Gulak in a corner.
Oh, comes in with some double knees to the chest. Pulls Gulak out. Oh, rolls through. Standing coup de grace.
But he's not finished yet.
Standing Phoenix Splash.
Yeah, absolutely wonderful there. Wonderful by Andrews. Imagine to get that leap up. Gulak managing to kick out.
Of course, Mark Andrews is from Wales.
Gulak on his knees.
Looking for the it kicks made famous by
The Miz. You're right about that. And Andrews,
misses with the third attempt. Oh, gets taken down, electric chair. Gulak rolls through with a cover. But Andrews managing to get his shoulder up at 2.
That's neck strength from Gulak there, managed to turn that bridge. Gulak is just such a great technician here, and I think we've forgotten about recently. We've laughed and we've joked about all of his antics, but when it comes down to in-ring, he can get the job done, looking more aggressive now. There is no smirk on his face. Slapping Andrews across the face and sending him into the turnbuckle. And the knife-edge chops, and Andrews seems to like that. Didn't appreciate the second one, though. Now the kicks from Gulak.
Come on, Andrews. Time to fly.
Oh, and Andrews fighting back now.
Working Gulak back into the corner. And the referee's got to pull him off. Well, I don't think he wants to go strike to strike with Drew Gulak, because Gulak, being the bigger man, he will outstrike Andrews all day long.
Well, at the moment, Andrews getting the best of this. Gulak is on the apron. Andrews is going to do something in a minute.
Well, Gulak doesn't like people flying on his watch. Oh, and Gulak went flying after a nice Hurricane Rana. As Gulak was perched on the edge of the ring apron and Andrews was up on the second rope, took his competitor down.
Well, the referee checking on both men. That was hard impact then. That's so dangerous. You don't see a lot of that now, do you,
no,
really?
No, you don't know, especially onto them wafer-thin mats.
I mean, how thin are those mats
They
now?
are mere millimetres thick.
And what's Andrews going to do here? You can't win it on the outside.
No, but he can certainly damage his opponent.
Oh! A beautiful moonsault there by Andrews. Catches Gulak.
Throws him to the inside. Looking to finish him.
And this would be an upset, but here comes Andrews. Gets turned into the DDT. Jumps on his back. Crucifix.
Oh, slams him down.
Oh!
Gulak managing to kick out.
Oh, Andrews now going to go up. Going to try and put Gulak away. He's just so excited to watch his manager as well. There's that WrestleMania sign in the background.
Oh, and Gulak just grabs hold of Andrews' beard. But Andrews trying to fight him off.
Big forearms to the face, and now he's not happy about that. Here comes Andrews. Oh!
Comes flying off, but gets caught with a clothesline. Absolutely plants at Andrews.
It was all or nothing, and he got hit then. And now it's nothing. Here comes Gulak. Gulak's got a crazy look in his eyes.
Oh, short arm clothesline. Keeps hold of Andrews' arm, though. Just drags him about the ring. Second short arm clothesline.
And now Gulak picking Andrews up. Suplex time.
Oh, Andrews catches it, reverses it into a stunner. Absolutely beautiful.
And now is his chance.
Go on, boyo. He's up the top.
If he can go up and hit that shooting star press. Here comes Andrews. Oh!
Lands on Gulak's knees. And not Tony, by the way.
No, former friends. Gulak beat Tony Nese in the last round and now looks to put away Mark Andrews. He's got the dragon sleeper. Look at the hooks as well. Nowhere to go.
Got his head wrenched back. Andrews taps out. Gulak refuses to relinquish the hold.
Oh, come on.
Put him to sleep.
Come on, Gulak. That's a step too far now. You've won the match.
Disqualify him, ref.
Oh, my God. But Andrews there.
Is Gulak sending a message to any future opponents?
I think he's sending a message to the entire Cruiserweight division. At the moment, the man, I think, favourite to win the Cruiserweight title is the new motivated and aggressive Drew Gulak. He does go through the semi-finals. Dan, what do you think of the match?
I thought it was a very entertaining match. A match that could have gone either way, but you saw as the match progressed on, it was more likely to be Drew Gulak to get the victory than Mark Andrews. But again, Andrews pulled it out, and a brilliant performance from him. He looks great in defeat. Yeah,
this is the thing, and he plays that kind of underdog really well as well, because, like you said, he's slightly smaller than Gulak. He sells that well, and you feel sorry for him in a kind of great way that all good wrestlers do. I was really impressed with Andrews in that one, and Gulak again, another top performance and another match I think delivered.
Well, Drake Maverick is in his office, and Tozawa and Itami are on. Drake says he knows both were disappointed about being eliminated in the first rounds, and they are two of the best. Hideo is a legend around the world, and Tozawa is a former Cruiserweight champion. Drake says he thinks they can bring the best out of each other. They shake hands, and Tozawa tells Drake if he's wrong, he's fired.
He's been doing a Vince McMahon thing recently.
He's fired.
We go to comments from Mustafa Ali. He says that Buddy Murphy congratulated him on his victory, but that is not the way it was in his eyes. He tells Buddy to look into his eyes. You want to call yourself the best kept secret? But Ali says he's the most dangerous man in the world and does not fight for himself. He fights for others.
So we come on to match number two. And it is Akira Tozawa and Hideo Itami versus Scott James and Namath Alexander.
Yeah, and Tozawa starts already with a strong forearms to Namath's head. Oh! And a big knee.
So it's a couple of local competitors.
Yeah, basically. Versus Scott James and Namath Alexander. Hey, nice scent on there by Tozawa. And Itami and Tozawa teaming up here. I mean, is it a bit racist? Or is it sensible?
A little from column A and a little from column B, I believe. Yeah. What's this, like the Asian New Day?
Well, it's the thing, isn't it? Yeah. I mean, we have had rumours about things happening. We'll get onto that after this episode. But maybe it's what they're looking at and thinking, yeah, Tommy at the moment needs that bit of character, and that's what Tozawa's got. Maybe they can help each other out, as Tozawa's just slammed down Namath again last time. Don't get me wrong, we know how good that Hideo Itami can be. We've seen him in NXT before. We know how great strikes are. This Tozawa with the elbow.
Oh, both men come running in with a kick. Just completely rocking Namath.
And he picks him up. Nice suplex down. Tommy wants the respect of the crowd.
Does he deserve it?
I think he does. He said respect's earned as well. So Tommy needs to start performing in there, picking up victories, and then you could say, yeah, all right, now the fans deserve to cheer you.
Well, stupidly, Scott James tags his way into this match. I don't know how much of a good idea that was.
No.
But after Alexander never had any offense, can Scott James do any different?
Oh, Tommy with a big boot. Tommy with a big boot to the face. Looking to go up.
Silent takedown.
And this is not looking good for Soul Scotty boy. Combination.
Rocks Scott back into the corner.
Namath now trying to stop this. Tozawa's in. Oh.
Takes him down.
Boot to the face. Tozawa now teeing up Itami.
And Itami thrown into James by Tozawa. Tozawa's going up top.
He's got the tag in, and now he's going to...
Oh, big senton. 1, 2, 3.
And there we go. Very impressive by the Orient Express. Dan, what did you think of that match?
It was just a squash match trying to give these two guys a bit of publicity and show them how good they are, really.
Next week, Roderick Strong faces Cedric Alexander in a semi-final match.
Yes, we see footage of Roderick Strong training at the Performance Centre. Alexander says one more match stands between him and WrestleMania. He's come close to being Cruiserweight champion, but something goes wrong. This time, nothing is going to stop him, and he will become Cruiserweight champion.
Well, we see Buddy Murphy and Mustafa Ali get in the back, and we go to a commercial. That's great. We are back, and we see Buddy Murphy's weigh in, and now he's down to 197 pounds. So this man is lean, ripped, chiseled, jacked, and ready to be involved in this Cruiserweight title tournament. He's my pick. He's my man. Is he going to go through to the semi-final? The best kept secret in WWE. Great shape as he powers Mustafa Ali back to the corner. I think he's quicker and stronger than Mustafa.
Thank you, Nigel.
I do. He's my pick man. He's my man. He's my pick man.
No, I think he's a failed NXT wrestler, and he's going to fail in 205 Live.
You're talking about Roger Strong, aren't you? Buddy Murphy now sends Mustafa Ali to the corner. Buddy Murphy, of course, was successful in his time in NXT, former NXT Tag Team Champion, where Strong... Buddy Murphy, look at that. Standing over Mustafa Ali, saying, is that what you got? Collar and elbow tight, but Ali goes for the goal behind, and Murphy's too strong. Back suplex, Ali lands on his feet. Grabs Buddy Murphy, but Murphy showing his agility to land on his feet as well. And now the power in the shoulder block, sending Ali down, staring at him and saying, shh, shh. Ali working the arm. Buddy Murphy over, now head scissors by Murphy. Gets Ali down.
But Ali responded in kind.
Yeah, but that's nice nip up by Buddy Murphy. Catches Ali again. Now he's got the power to keep Ali where he is. Murphy's got wrestle his own pace.
Come on, Ali.
He dispatched...
You must have a victory tonight.
He dispatched Davari with ease in the last round.
Who hasn't? I mean, the only person who's got more losses than Davari is your friend, the Scottish Supernova.
Mm-hmm.
No, I am done.
Here comes Ali. No, Murphy ready for him and cutting him off. He is one step ahead of Ali at this moment in time. Ali is just, outmatched in this one. Ali there with a cheap shot. Drop kick to Murphy. I mean, come on, ref.
And now Ali telling Buddy to be quiet.
Oh, that's not fair. Both men face to face now. And Ali pointing at the Mania sign saying that's what it's all about. Murphy folds Ali inside out with that clothesline. So he's shaking the hands, but Murphy one step ahead of Mustafa Ali now. Shh. Ali working the arm. Buddy Murphy over. Now head scissors by Murphy. Gets Ali down.
But Ali responded in kind.
Yeah, but that's nice nip up by Buddy Murphy. Catches Ali again. Now he's got the power to keep Ali where he is. Murphy's got wrestle his own pace.
Come on, Ali.
He dispatched...
You must have a victory tonight.
He dispatched Davari with ease in the last round.
Who hasn't? I mean, the only person who's got more losses than Davari is your friend, the Scottish Supernova.
Mm-hmm.
No, I am done.
Here comes Ali. No, Murphy ready for him and cutting him off. He is one step ahead of Ali at this moment in time. Ali is just, outmatched in this one.
It looks a bit like...
What, Mustafa Ali? Oh! Ali there with a cheap shot. Drop kick to Murphy. I mean, come on, ref.
And now Ali telling Buddy to be quiet.
Oh, that's not fair. Both men face to face now. And Ali pointing at the Mania sign saying that's what it's all about. Murphy folds Ali inside out with that clothesline. So he's shaking the hands, but Murphy one step ahead of Mustafa Ali now. Put him away. Picks him up, powers him into the corner, throws him like a small child. Now all the kicks, sending Ali down. And this is impressive by Buddy Murphy.
Go on, get disqualified.
He's too clever for that. He'll do the extent of the count and break. He knows what he's doing. And now Buddy Murphy, big right hand to Ali, sending him back into the turnbuckle. Snapmare takedown. Kick to the back of Mustafa Ali. Slam. What year Slam Brave? 98. Ali pushing Murphy off. Murphy catches the leg of Ali. Oh, big right hand. Gets taken up to that top rope, and Buddy Murphy's got a plan for him. Just clubbing blows.
Want to see the inverted 450, Ali?
Ali fighting Murphy off.
The headbutt knocks off Buddy Murphy. And then Murphy walks into a kick. Go on, Ali.
Buddy Murphy won't be phased by this. Oh! That was just a normal 450, but it might have broke the arm of Buddy Murphy.
That was straight onto Murphy's arm that was draped over the bottom rope. He's targeting the body part and he went for it.
And Murphy there just pushing Ali away. He's got more strength in him.
Well, has he got as much strength in one arm as Ali has in both, though?
Oh, no. Ali rolled through, caught an armbar, but Murphy again pulling Ali away.
Oh, but Ali catching him with a pop-up dropkick. Mustafa comes running in. Murphy moves. Ali slides down. Murphy comes charging in towards Ali, but hits the turnbuckle. Oh, and now Ali hangs up his left arm, Murphy's left arm on a top rope.
And it's all that bad arm. He went to block that kick, then caught the bad arm again. Oh!
Comes through, plants him with a face buster.
Yes!
With Murphy managing to just kick out.
We see the Cruiserweight title shining in the forefront. And these two men giving it a roll here. Who will be semi-finals? Murphy throwing Ali.
Oh, looking for a tornado DDT, but gets caught by Murphy, who attempts to power him up. Looking for a suplex. Obviously, he hasn't got up. He just deposits Ali onto them wafer thin mats below on the outside. Is he going to go for a suicide dive?
Oh, Murphy, don't. You're injured. No high risk. Oh!
Manages to take out Ali.
And now Murphy, if he can throw him back in, take advantage of this, going to the top. Well, Murphy's been brilliant so far. Here he comes. Oh, double knees. 1, 2. Oh!
Ali managing to kick out.
Murphy so close yet so far. But fantastic. Look at this over the top. You've got to be impressed by Buddy Murphy in this one. And the knees thought it was job done. But Ali showing his fighting spirit. Murphy now picks up Ali on his shoulders. Rolling senton.
Oh, no, Ali throws him into the turnbuckle. Takes him over.
Oh, no, Ali. Reverse Hurricane Runner. And now,
plants him with a DDT. Goes for a cover. 1, 2.
Yeah.
Oh, somehow Murphy managed to kick out. Ali's got internal bleeding.
Ali can't believe it. Murphy's so tough, like even with a bad arm, possible broken left arm that he's got, he is fighting with everything in his body. Tonight, he is half man, half amazing. Murphy on his knees and Ali with the kicks. But you got to wonder what Ali, what's been taken out of Ali in this match. Murphy's got no crit in him. I don't think either of these guys have. And that was nearly a knockout kick there. What can he do to put Murphy away?
Big right arm there from Ali. He's kind of taken his focus away from the dead left arm of Murphy, and he's just going for straight shots to the head.
Oh, but Murphy's saying, bring it on. Showing his toughness. Blocks the right hand. Combination now by Murphy. Stomp, knee.
Kick to the head.
Oh, goes for the kick. Oh,
gets caught by Ali. Hits him with a spinning heel kick. Come on, Mustafa.
Oh, Murphy responds with a huge kick to Ali. Picks him up now. He's going to go for that pump handle, but he can't.
He can't because he's got a bad arm.
He goes try and turn him into the pin. Gets him down to... the arm.
Managing to kick out, and he can't do a lot because of that arm. Pinning attempt from Ali.
The arm hurt him. Oh, no!
Yes! 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 Yes.
Well, Mustafa Ali, do you know, Dan's happy not because of any victory of his own, but in defeat for my man Buddy Murphy, who even though he lost, the way he lost there, I mean, he was fantastic here tonight. But
he was great the way he got pinned for free.
It was a great match, and I think Buddy Murphy has got a huge future, not only in 205 Live, but in WWE. Fair play to him. Dan, what do you think of the match?
I thought it was a bloody good match. Yeah, I honestly thought Murphy was going to pull it out of the bag. But, after the injury to the arm and that, and Ali managed to capitalise on it, and Murphy couldn't come back into it either because of the arm. So, yeah, it was a brilliant, well-told story. Both men performed greatly. It was a brilliant match, yeah.
Yeah, really, really good. And I think Ali, even though Murphy's my man, I think Mustafa Ali, with all this hard work he's been given in the Cruiserweight division, deserves a chance. And he will go face Gulak next week next week? And he'll be fighting, Mustafa Ali will be fighting Drew Gulak in semi-final action as well. So, it's all good, isn't it? The 205 Live has been great this month, isn't it? These last 3 episodes that we've seen, the tournament continues to be strong. Anything else about 205 Live at the moment?
No, it's doing really well, and it's starting to pick up pace. I think, these tournaments in 205 Live, they bring it to life and they give it some justice.
Yeah, I completely agree with you. But as it weirdly looked like Gulak was looking at Ali Len, that is it from 205 Live. We're just going to give you a quick update on the brackets. Now we've got the semi-final lineup concluded. The next time we are with you, which will be the WNR review, the WWE Network review for April, we'll do that April 6th. Without coming to you Friday night, we'll bring you the two semi-final matches. But who are the semi-finals? And how did they get there, Dan?
Well, I'll do my side. My side, we got Cedric Alexander, and he's going against Roderick Strong. And to get to the semi-finals, Alexander beat TJP in the quarters, and then he beat Cedric Alexander. Then he beat Grand Metalik in the first round. And Roderick Strong, he beat Hideo Itami in the first round, beat Kalisto in the second round. And, yeah, he goes on to face Alexander. Yeah,
and over on the right-hand side, Mustafa Ali, who just beaten my man, Buddy Murphy, in quarterfinal action, beat Gentleman Jack Gallagher. So he's beaten two of my favourites, basically. That was in first round action. And then, of course, Drew Gulak, who beat his friend Tony Round. And then, basically, tonight, took apart Mark Andrews. He's a massive threat going against Mustafa Ali. And then, of course, the winner goes to WrestleMania to be crowned a new Cruiserweight champion. There's a level of excitement on 205 Live that we've not had in a little while, but I think it's all good.
All right, now it's time for news. And Samantha Rotunda, the estranged wife of WWE star Bray Wyatt, has taken him to court, alleging he has refused to pay the agreed amount of child support and spousal support. The report is Rotunda filed for divorce from Wyatt, whose real name is Wyndham Rotunda, as part of their separation. Agreed on Wyatt paying £6,000 a month to Rotunda.
$6,000.
$6,000 a month to Rotunda. However, a judge amended the amount to $14,735, and Wyatt has yet to adhere to the new terms. So it's interesting. So Bray has to start paying those bills, or he will be in trouble. Ronda Rousey is already helping WWE ticket sales, Dan. You see, we talked about how big an impact she would have, and already it's happening. When you're planning for an event, there's always a possibility that you could have a number of walk-ups or people showing up for the event without a ticket with the intention of purchasing one. WWE thought they would get some walk-up ticket purchase for the Elimination Chamber and Raw, but it turns out they got way more than they expected.
Well, the Wrestling Observer newsletter reports WWE has sold 8,000 tickets for Elimination Chamber a few weeks out, but ended up actually selling 11,000 for the event. This could be contributed to the fact that they were running a special deal on tickets, but it's still a nice bump in a few weeks. The next night on Raw initially had 8,500 tickets sold for the show, but they ended up selling around 10,000. This bump for Raw was contributed largely to Ronda Rousey's appearance on the show. Since WWE did announce she would be in Anaheim for the Raw until the Elimination Chamber pay-per-view, this seems further to prove that she is still a huge draw.
So she is bringing in the casual fans, if you will. You know, Rousey at the ring, you want to come see it. Next story, and it's Paige, with Paige news, really. We haven't had, Paige featured heavily in our news stories recent times, and this time it's about her getting a controversial new tattoo. And it might cause a problem with her employees because of the wording can cause a bit of a stir. Tattooist L Funk, amazing name by the way, inked the words "talk shit, get bit." It isn't as iconic as "chat shit, get banged," but it still gets a point across onto Paige's hands.
The size of placement of her tattoo means the chances of her being able to cover them before stepping into the ring are slim, unless she starts wrestling in gloves, which she has done in the past, to be fair. Or she could just wrap her hand in bandages. I'm clutching at straws now.
Well, the WWE is famously strict when it comes to any swearing, so it looks like she might have some explaining to do tomorrow morning. Photos of the fresh ink were shared on Instagram, and as you can see, the tattoo is quite big on her hands, isn't it? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, it's going to be very visual. She recently, like we say, back in December, she was taken out by a kick from Sasha Banks during a tag team match, resulting in her being carried off on a stretcher with suspected neck injury. And like we said, she will never return to the ring again, which is a shame. But she keeps being in the news, so fair play to Paige for keeping it up.
Yes, well, WWE isn't done building its 2018 Hall of Fame class, and 2 more names are expected to be added before WrestleMania weekend. According to sources, both Bam Bam Bigelow and Kid Rock will round off 2018's class. They'll join Bill Goldberg, Ivory, the Dudley Boys and Jeff Jarrett when WWE announces them at an unspecified date. The Hall of Fame induction ceremony will air on the WWE Friday, April the 6th.
Well, as one of the best big men in the history of the industry, Bam Bam Bigelow has long been deserving of this Hall of Fame moment. It's just a shame he won't be there to make a speech. Bigelow died in 2007 of a drug overdose. Some would eagerly tell you that Bam Bam should have been inducted years ago, and they may not be wrong. While Bigelow never held a W Championship of any kind, he was with the company during some of its formative years, serving stints in the late 80s and then again in the mid-90s.
However, just because he may not have got much championship gold to his name, Bigelow is a patron saint of sorts for wrestling mercenaries. Bam Bam bounced from WWE to WCW to ECW during professional wrestling's most lucrative era. His size and remarkable athleticism, along with his patented tattooed skull, was one of the more impressive wrestlers of the time, and his cumulative contributions to the sport make him a Hall of Famer.
Well, Kid Rock, on the other hand, has maintained a steady relationship with WWE, dating back to 2002, where he covered a ZZ Top song for Stacy Keibler's entrance music. He went on to actually perform at WrestleMania 25 and authored WrestleMania 30's theme song. His music has already been attached to early WrestleMania 34 advertisements as well.
Big Show's WWE contract officially expires. Big Show's 19-year run with WWE has officially come to an end today. The world's largest athlete confirmed in a March 2017 interview that his current deal with WWE expires in February 2018, and as yesterday, he was the last day of the free agent.
Well, signing from WCW in 1999, Show debuted at St. Valentine's Day Massacre in Your House and soon became a staple. For our often subjected to questionable booking and character direction, Show leaves the company as a 4-time WWE World Heavyweight Champion, and after scooping countless other accolades throughout his career, he's a surefire Hall of Fame inductee.
Well, fans may not have seen the last of Show, though. The former Giant has been off television since undergoing hip surgery in September. Claimed he was planning on retiring at the end of his contract. He probably won't go out like this. A big retirement match and or a Legends deal are entirely possible, as Show looks to be in great shape at the moment. It's telling too that WWE haven't confirmed his release, and after a close to 2 decades with the company, he deserves a chance to say goodbye.
Yeah, and I think he most definitely does, and yeah, we will see the Big Show again. And now on to Sonny, because WWE Hall of Famer Sonny, whose real name is Tammy Sytch, was arrested on charges of contempt of court and being a fugitive from justice. Authorities arrested Sytch on Tuesday, and she's been held on $2,500 bail. Pritchard reported the reports saw Sytch was wanted in Pennsylvania when police arrested her in New Jersey. Sytch left WWE in 1998 and had brief spells in ECW and WCW. She returned to WWE sporadically and competed in the 25 Diva Battle Royal at WrestleMania 25. She was inducted into the WWE Hall of Fame in 2011.
Well, in recent years, Sytch has run into multiple legal problems. She was arrested 3 times over the space of 3 days in September 2012 for harassing her boyfriend. She was also arrested 3 times for driving under the influence in 2015, but avoided jail time after spending 97 days in a treatment facility. The 45-year-old was taken into custody, though, in September 2016 after violating the terms of her parole.
Yeah, so not great for Sonny at the moment, but hey, she's always had a colourful career.
So the WWE are planning on adding a new championship belt after WrestleMania 34 for the 205 Live brand.
Well, reports suggest there are plans to introduce a Cruiserweight tag team division, which would be the first of its kind since WCW shut its doors in 2001. WWE are looking to introduce tag team titles to 205 Live after their flagship event in April. The report continues that there are no concrete plans in place, but designs for the new strat internally.
Well, that would be the third of its kind on the WWE shows with tag team divisions of both Raw and SmackDown. This edition would be welcome on a show that airs after SmackDown Live on Tuesdays on the WWE Network. I like the fact I've talked about Cruiserweight Tag Team Division. I think it'd be a good idea, Dan.
Yeah, no, I'm all for it. It's because there's only one title on 205. It gives wrestlers opportunities to tag up with different style partners and try and go for the tag team titles, as well as having just the one title on 205.
Yeah, exactly. We've seen Lucha House Party recently teaming up, and of course Itami and Tozawa on the recent 205. So, yeah, I think it makes sense. WWE investigating Jonathan Coachman after sexual harassment allegations.
Well, according to sources, WWE statement Tuesday that read, "We take these matters very seriously and are investigating."
Well, former ESPN anchor and legal analyst Adrienne Lawrence filed a sexual harassment and discrimination lawsuit against ESPN on Sunday. Coachman is among those named in the suit.
Yes, well, Lawrence alleged that Coachman offered her mentorship before attempting to turn the relationship between them.
She says she didn't hear from Coachman again after she told him she had a boyfriend, and added that colleagues told her Coachman had sexually harassed other female employees at ESPN as well.
Well, Coachman responded to these allegations via a series of posts on his Twitter account.
I will address this only once because I am seething today. In 21 years of being a professional, I have never been more offended in my life. My 9 years, I can count on one hand the amount of times I interacted with anyone other than a co-anchor. Allow someone to spread vicious
lies and flat-out fabrications is not okay, and it's time someone stood up for themselves. Jamili Hill addressed her lie last night. I am not part of this lawsuit because I have never done anything wrong. My reputation speaks for itself, and anyone that has ever worked with me
will back that up. I also offended that someone can dangerously throw people's names into something for the clear attempt at getting headlines. The only time we'll address this, because I'm not part of the heart goes out to anyone falsely accused of this. Yeah, 42-year-old Coachman was in WWE back in the time. He came back to WWE in just early this year, didn't it? It's all happening again. So, Dan, what do you think of this? Do you think this is true, or do you think it's another report?
Well, the way Coachman has come out and hit this head on, I do believe that this is a false thing. Yeah, you know, he might have asked her out, but then when she told her she had a boyfriend, and she didn't hear from him again.
Yeah, what's wrong with that?
It is like, you know, an offence. You know, people that are guilty of it, i.e. Enzo Amore.
We're not saying Coach did that. It's like the other end of the scale. It's just, you know, people get confused now. Obviously, you know, asking someone out and them saying no, and, you know, you're allowed to do that, but obviously, you know, ESPN have got their own problems with whatever's going on. So we move on, and here comes the money.
Well, WWE Chairman and CEO Vince McMahon was named to Forbes' annual list of billionaires on Tuesday. According to the magazine, McMahon has a net worth of $1.7 billion, which makes him the 1,394th wealthiest person in the world, along with several others.
Yeah, another 1,393 of them, I suppose. The 72-year-old McMahon is back on the list for the second consecutive year after narrowly missing out in 2016. They reported in April 2016 that while McMahon just missed the billionaire cutoff for that year's list that was published 2 months prior, he managed to reach the threshold. It marked a major comeback for McMahon, whose net worth dropped by $350 million in May 2014 after WWE stock plummeted.
Well, WWE reported a 2017 fourth quarter revenue of $211.6 million in February, which was a 9% increase compared to the fourth quarter of 2016. It also reported an overall 2017 revenue of $801 million, which was the highest in the company's history.
Well, McMahon first became a billionaire after WWE stock went public in 1999, and since returning to billionaire status in 2014, his wealth has steadily climbed. In addition to WWE, McMahon founded Alpha Entertainment in 2017. Under that umbrella, McMahon announced the return of the XFL Football League in January, with the play set to begin in 2020.
And more news, we've got some other announcements for the WWE Hall of Fame class of 2018, and that is Hillbilly Jim.
Yeah, Hillbilly Jim is going to have to ditch his trademark overalls in favour of a tuxedo for one night. The popular superstar and self-proclaimed country boy is headed to the WWE Hall of Fame.
He will join Goldberg, Ivory, the Dudley Boys and Jeff Jarrett as part of the 2018 Hall of Fame class. Jim and his fellow inductees will be enshrined April the 6th at the Smoothie King Center in New Orleans during WrestleMania 34 weekend. The news stunned the 80s star.
I didn't have that in my mind whatsoever. For a moment or two, I was knocked back on my heels. Basically, I was speechless. It was a whole lot for me to digest quickly. I don't know if he's talking about the Hall of Fame or his last meal. Next bit of news, The Bar issue open challenge for Raw Tag Titles at WrestleMania.
Well, after going through all the Raw tag teams, Sheamus and Cesaro issued an open challenge for the Raw tag team titles at WrestleMania. Who will step up to the bar at WrestleMania 34? The greatest tag team on earth has no worthy opponents on the grandest stage of them all. This is an open invitation. Hashtag step up to the bar.
After the tweet was sent, Bubba Ray replied saying, "Psst," and adding a photo of the Dudley Boys wearing their WWE, WCW and ECW tag team titles. Kurt Hawkins asked Zack Ryder if he's busy on that day, while Nick Jackson of the Young Bucks replied saying, "We happen to have that day open." His brother Matt says he thinks Ring of Honor, who they're under contract with would let them do a one-time appearance.
That would be very interesting. Yeah, well, last year the duo were booked in a three-way ladder match that turned into a fatal four-way with the surprise addition of Matt and Jeff Hardy.
And could it happen this year? Because injuries and injury recoveries, Jeff Hardy is cleared by the doctors to return.
We are watching WrestleMania unfold before our eyes. Jeff Hardy is healthy. According to sources, he was cleared by his surgeon to officially make his return to WWE action. All that's left is Hardy getting the okay from WWE and their medical staff. This comeback marked a data point in Hardy's big comeback. Last week we learned Hardy began in-ring training, and we're not sure what that looks like. Maybe swanton bombs or flaming ladders, but we take that as a positive sign.
Well, surgery to repair a torn rotator cuff has kept Hardy sidelined since October. However, his estimated recovery time was between 6 to 9 months, and April marks month number 7. It certainly feels as if Jeff will be back very soon, perhaps even for April 8th WrestleMania. His brother, Woken Matt Hardy, just booked a final deletion with Bray Wyatt, and that may be the perfect place for Jeff to reappear.
Well, like his eccentric brother, Jeff also has an alter ego that resides in the Woken universe, Brother Nero. Given that Hardy and WWE have the rights to all the Woken intellectual property and rumours indicating WWE intend to use him as Nero, we can safely assume that Jeff will align yet popular brother. He may be walking into a fruitful gig too. Matt has fought vehemently to build momentum for his Woken character, and WWE rewarded him with an Elimination Chamber victory over Bray Wyatt. For the near future, expect Matt and Bray to keep their odd rivalry alive, but when Jeff comes back, WWE will have to pivot.
Yeah, so will we be involved in a Raw Tag Team title match open challenge with Bray Wyatt and a feud? It's interesting, but more injury news, and it's Fish.
Bobby Fish
Suffered what appeared to be a knee injury at an NXT house show over the weekend. With the NXT takeover New Orleans just a month away, there's some concern over Fish's health and what it means for the NXT Tag Team division. Now, Dan, you've got to be devastated by this news, haven't you?
Oh, it's such a shame. Well, Fish blew out his knee, and it's highly unlikely. Fish! And it's highly unlikely he wrestles on Wednesday at the next slate of NXT tapings.
Well, if the injury's bad as it seemed, NXT will likely have two options. Crown the winner of the Dusty Rhodes Tag Team Classic as champs, or have the winners battle Adam Cole and Kyle O'Reilly, the only two healthy members of the Undisputed Era, for the belts. Well, Scot Hall and the family of David Boy Smith are feuding on social media. Well, from the most random Twitter feud ever department, it began with Scott Hall commenting on a post about the tag team of the British Bulldog and Lex Luger, collectively known as the Allied Powers, in the 90s.
The tweet read, Lex Luger and Davey Boy Smith were everyone a kid from the 90s wanted as a tag team.
Seems like an innocent thought about a team that was together for only 2 pay-per-views in 95, but then Hall cracked with his own comment, since deleted, that Smith and Luger were just failed single wrestlers.
Even by the standards of social media in 2018, this felt like a totally random remark by Hall.
Before Hall could delete his comment, the daughter and the wife of David Boy Smith, Georgia Smith and Diane Hart Smith, quick to put Hart in check. This is what Georgia Smith said.
Fuck you, Scott Hall. My dad was not a failed man in any way. Don't have the fondest memories of you as a child, and haven't seen much recently that makes me think you've changed. 3 of your 5 best matches involved my family, and you didn't win one of them.
And Diana Hart put, well said, Georgia Smith. And I say Scott Hall overrates himself. He's a jealous, bitter, hated taking bumps, never went off his feet, and was lucky he got anywhere in wrestling with his limited mentality and technical ability. But no limit to all of his fears, a.k.a. weak.
Well, this isn't how anyone ever wanted a potential Razor Ramon versus British Bulldog feud to go. Smith and Hall actually teamed up at the 1994 Survivor Series and saw their 5-man team, the Bad Guys, defeat the Teamsters in an elimination tag match.
Well, hopefully cooler heads will prevail from when it's all said and done. Maybe someone will even stick up for Lex Luger's single career as well.
Well, that's another one for the bad guy. Well, Brock Lesnar's latest WWE match goes over a full minute. WWE is in the midst of telling the story that Brock Lesnar doesn't care about the company, nor the fans, nor professional wrestling on the whole. It's probably true to manipulation is quite clearly an attempt at getting over his opponent at WrestleMania 34, Roman Reigns.
Well, it's been working. Fans in Chicago were not happy when he beat Kane in a 35-second match at the last house show he worked. He was back at it last night in Minnesota working a match against Intercontinental Champion The Miz. We saw clips live on the scene. According to WWE, did a bit of trolling with Lesnar's entrance.
Well, when his music hit, waited a minute before he walked out for the match, just long enough to make fans wonder. Then again, this was after Miz cut a promo on the town working heel, and this is Minnesota after all. So Lesnar certainly wasn't treated too poorly. He even gave them more than 35 seconds this time.
And if you've seen the clip, there's a total of 6 German suplexes, 3 F5s, and just 1 minute and 19 seconds of work for the Universal Champion. And now we're on to depart. It's always, I've never liked doing departures, but unfortunately, NXT wrestler Abby Leif has been released from her contract. The former Mae Young Classic competitor and NXT wrestler Abby Leif has been released, which was on March 8th. Leif was signed by the WWE in January 2017 after a successful 5-year stint on the indie circuit.
Yeah, in her time, the NXT 27-year-old Leif mostly competed in tag matches and battle royals. Part of the Mae Young Classic, Leif picked up wins in the first and second rounds before bowing out to Mercedes Martinez in the quarterfinals. As of last night, Leif was still posting on social media promoting NXT. Maybe
no one's told her yet. And another NXT talent has been released. Along with Abby Leif, Sage Beckett has been released from the her NXT contract. And one more name can now be added to that list as well.
Well, one more name that can now be added to that list, as a new report from our sources, is that Gu Guangming has also been released, who's among 7 competitors that were recruited from China in 2016.
Well, according to the report, Gu Guangming started appearing at NXT live events last year under the name Ming as an enforcer for Conor Reeves. However, but he never appeared on WWE programming.
Well, prior to his time in WWE, Guangming competed in amateur boxing at the super heavyweight division. He represented China at the 2013 AIBA World Boxing Championships and at the 2014 Asian Games.
It's my favourite time of the month. So, when does NXT Update start?
Now!
Right, before we get on to the show, we just want to talk about the Velveteen Dream quickly, because this may or may not be connected to a wrestling storyline or not, but very interesting comments from the young man.
Well, as previously reported, NXT superstar the Velveteen Dream took to Twitter and called out indie wrestlers who come to NXT to take up spots while pretending to be actual talent. In an update, WWE picked up on Dream's tweet and tried to play it off as part of a storyline.
So here's the tweet. The Velveteen Dream calls out indie guys in heated social media posts. Over the last few years, WNXT has become a destination for independent talent looking to hone their craft. Cassius Ohno, Samoa Joe, Apollo and the Undisputed Era are among those body of work who led them to make the leap to Full Sail University. At least one homegrown talent, however, isn't impressed with the influx.
Inarguably one of the Yellow Brand's fastest rising stars, the Velveteen Dream, took to social media to say how he really feels about the indie guys, who, in his mind, detract from the real superstars that are worthy of the spotlight.
Dream, who loves to speak in riddles, did not, of course, name their competitors, who have so ruffled his boa feathers as to Raleigh. Tyler Bates seems a solid bet given their recent animosity. But given the quality of Dream's in-ring performances thus far, it's fair to say that his words are worthy of NXT locker room's attention and his actions.
Well, Dream wasn't happy about WWE's attempt to cover up his grievances and posted the following on Twitter. Less than 24 hours after airing my grievances publicly, and they find a way to cover it up via an article. That was slick, brush things under the rug, right? Wrong. Entertainer empowerment, that's what I'm fighting for. Where's my merch? Where's my main event? Why was I left off the USA Network special? Brace yourself for article number 2. Shake my head. I hate independent wrestling.
Like I said, it was talking like Tyler Bate, maybe Ricochet saying it because he's there, maybe that will be Ricochet's first feud. But what he's saying right now, though, I mean, I can get behind Velveteen Dream because there's an edge, isn't there? You know, he's going against the system. No one's speaking out, and if he's speaking out rightly or wrongly, at least he's doing it. Do you know what I mean?
Indeed, yes.
All right, so let's move on to the first episode of NXT, February 21st, episode 436.
We start with video on Cien's rise to the NXT Championship. Garganno putting his career on the line for a title shot. A graphic for tonight's main event, and then Resistance.
Well, Mario Ranallo, Nigel McGuinness and Percy Jackson / Watson welcome us to Atlanta's centre stage and inform us we will get a special announcement from General Manager William Regal on this episode.
But up next we got our first match, and it's Velveteen Dream versus No Way Jose.
I mean, fans were excited for the Fiesta, but this is a pro-VD crowd. This goes, I mean, No Way Jose.
Well, fans... They like the venereal disease.
Yes, Dan, he is like an STI because he spreads around the whole arena. Thank you very much, yes. And look at him work there.
But he gets planted by No Way Jose, who's certainly not dancing at the moment.
No, we haven't seen No Way Jose for a little bit, have we? He's come back. Is there still hope for him in NXT, Dan?
Who, No Way Jose?
Yeah.
Well, we was impressed when he turned it up a notch and became a bit more serious. Yeah. But, you know, since then he's kind of been lost in the fold.
And this is the problem, isn't it? In NXT, you kind of get, not forgotten about, but other talent comes in, put in the back burner. I think that's what Velveteen Dream, especially with those comments, is a little bit worried about, you know, being forgotten, not being used correctly. So I think it's, he wants to put in a shift now. He wants to prove that in ring, he's as good as these so-called independent guys. He wants his spot on the card. And I think this match is, I think Velveteen Dream's going up. I think No Way Jose's coming down a little bit in the NXT. If we do like the ranking, so to speak, that would be fair to say, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
You know? No Way Jose has taken control on the outside as we go to our first Alexa Bliss break.
Oh, hells yeah.
And Dream there comes back in the ring with a kick to No Way Jose.
Oh, swinging net breaker, follows it up.
Hangs him up on that top rope. Dream going up.
Dream looking to come down. Oh, but he comes down onto No Way Jose's feet, who rolls him up for a pinfall. But Dream managing to kick out.
I think that's No Way Jose's best chance, even though he's a bigger man in this. It's kind of a surprise victory. I think Dream, like we talked about, is a man on a mission now to prove that he belongs up there. He wants people to know his name. Saying that, though, he just got thrown across the ring.
And Jose follows it up with a couple of brutal palm strikes to the midsection.
Again, a bit aggressive. There's a scream there, like kind of primal.
Throws him again off the ring from corner to corner.
Well, there we go. Dream's backed up. Punches as well. Oh, fucking hell.
Turns him inside out this time. Throws him upside down against the turnbuckle. And Jose's not playing about tonight.
He's winding up. Pop up. Right hand. Oh.
Velveteen Dream turns it into a pop-up dropkick, though.
That was lovely by the Dream. Can he take advantage of it? It's a rolling Death Valley drive. And now we're going to go up for maybe the Purple Rainmaker.
No. Hits the big elbow. Turns Jose over. 1, 2, 3.
Oh my God. And with a little bit of ease there, I think Velveteen Dream gets the win. Dan, what are your thoughts on that match?
Yeah, it looks relatively easy for Velveteen Dream. I'm not sure kind of what direction he's looking to go in now, though.
Well, let's see what he... Well, saying that, Dream grabs the mic as the crowd chants his name. He proclaims himself male competitor, overall competitor, and match of the year. No, we'll go on.
No one cares about Oscar, Aleister Black, or Tyler Bate, since his name is on the tip of everyone's tongue tonight. And if you can't, VD doesn't have time for you.
Who could disagree with the Velveteen Dream? He's going places here in NXT.
Zelina Vega gives Almas a pep talk while he admires himself in a gold-framed mirror and the title belt, which he beat Drew McIntyre for with relative ease.
He didn't beat him with fucking relative. You're a liar. You're a liar and gal. Get the fuck with ease at all. Drew McIntyre was injured in that match. Cien cheated because Zelina Vega got involved. Go back and watch it, boys and girls. Don't listen to Dan. Don't go into his car.
Well,
either.
the 311 boy has the title. Drew McIntyre does not.
No. It's a bit like Bobby Roode has the United States title. Randy Orton does not. Okay, right. Well, Regal is backstage to inform us that Dusty Rhodes Tag Team Classic, baby, starts in 2 weeks. The winner will not only win the cup named after the Godfather of NXT, but they get a tag team title shot at TakeOver New Orleans.
Ronaldo teases Authors of Pain, TM61, Street Profits, and Heavy Machinery as entrants and possible winners.
Right, so let's have a look then. Much like 205 Live, we have got the Dusty Classic. We'll pick a winner. Bonus point on the line. We have got 8 teams in this one, and the left-hand side of the bracket. First match, Street Profits versus Heavy Machinery.
The second match is TM61 versus Authors of Pain.
On the other side, Sabatelli and Moss versus Sanity.
And then we've got Only Lorcan and Danny Burch going against Mustache Mountain.
Well, I've got my heart and my head and my heart in this one. This is going to be difficult to pick. So, Dad, do you want to write your choice down, and then I'll say mine out loud, basically. All right, so you've written your pick down. I'm going to say mine. I have gone for, I'm going to go head, not heart, need points. I'm going to go Sanity. Dan? Sanity. Fuck's sake! I need the points as well. I was so close going Mustache Mountain. Alright, so we've both gone Sanity on that one. So let's continue the action. Right, here we go. Next match. Favourites here on the WNR podcast. It is Nikki Very Cross going against Vanessa Bourne. And we see Nikki coming out here. Part of Sanity. Our pick for the Dusty Rhodes Classic. Nikki fucking furious. Look at her throwing her jacket down. She's ready for some action.
Nikki Cross, jacket off.
Ready, and go get her. Go on, that's it. I think Vanessa Bourne is going to be in serious trouble in this match. You know, and I talk about Shayna Baszler being the toughest woman in NXT right now. Nikki Cross will give anyone a run for their money. The only one who ever came close to defeating Asuka. You got to think, surely.
Don't call me Shirley.
She's going to have an NXT Women's title opportunity in the future if she's not up in the main roster. Because Vanessa Bourne we saw in the Mae Young Classic. Oh!
And Nikki Cross straight out the blocks, hitting poor Vanessa Bourne with some right arms, and then she's just stomping on her in the corner. She's stomping the mud, old James, and she's walking it dry.
She is. And Nikki Cross is one of my favourites to watch because she is just all energy every time. But Bourne managing to reverse that.
Throws Cross into the ropes, but she comes back just as fast and jumps on her back, and she's kind of just putting all her weight onto Vanessa Bourne.
And Bourne is fading. No, managing to snap Mayor Nikki Cross off. We see Nikki liked the punishment she just took. Oh.
Gets planted by Vanessa Bourne, though. Rolls her up 1, 2. But Cross with the kick out.
Now another pin for Vanessa, but only a 1 there.
1.
But it seems Nikki Cross, like I said, does enjoy it. She likes to fight. She doesn't want to just, you know, be squashed all the time. She's saying, come on, bring it, bring the kicks. And that's what Vanessa Bourne's doing.
But Vanessa Bourne certainly getting more offense than I thought she would have in this match.
And she's choking Nikki Cross out the second rope. Now Vanessa Bourne, suplex attempt, snap suplex, rolls through, right on top for the cover.
Oh, but Cross managing to kick out.
And now Bourne again, trying to go for the submission.
Running cross body and just bounce head off the mat. Comes charging in with some big forearms, just running right through Vanessa Bourne, who's a lot taller than her.
She is, but I think now it's the wrong time for Vanessa Bourne. Should have taken advantage when she had the chance. Gets squashed in the corner from Nikki Cross. Nikki Cross now all the way on the top.
Oh, flying cross body.
Oh, but I think Vanessa Bourne there managed to push her off. But Nikki Cross now is going to go for it, is she?
The Purge.
Oh, hits it.
1, 2, 3.
You've got to love Nikki Cross. Put Vanessa Bourne away. Dan, what are your thoughts on that one?
Yeah, you know, Nikki Cross, she seems to have stepped it up a gear now that, you know, I think she needs to. She wasn't taken as much of a threat recently, had much ring action. So, you know, she's kind of slipped down the rankings, obviously, with Shayna Baszler. and Kairi Sane, as well as Ember Moon being there as well. You know, she's kind of fallen down slightly, but you know, she's making her way back up into there, and it won't be long before she's in the title picture again.
Yeah, without a shadow of a doubt. Well, the announced team remind us about last week's segment with Black and Killian Dane, and then roll the highlights of it. And we said Black wants an NXT title opportunity, but Killian Dane standing in his way.
Well, Gargano paces on a ramp backstage as Candice LeRae tries to help him remain calm.
Well, a tweet from Shane Thorne, Ari the Dusty Classic is shown. He vows that the Mighty will win the tourney this time.
And then we get a recap of the end of last week's women's title match. Leads to announcement that Kairi Sane will face Shayna Baszler next week.
Whoa.
But now, it's main event time.
Well, if we thought Baszler is big, this is NXT title versus Gargano's NXT career. We are seeing a rematch of the 5-star classic, Dan, that we got a takeover. What a treat this is going to be. It's our first NXT episode on this update, and already it's huge. So keys to victory. If Gargano wants to stay in NXT and become champion, what does he have to do here tonight?
He has to put out the pure underdogness that Johnny Gargano does. He doesn't need to get distracted by what's her trout ringside? Zelina Vega ringside. You know, he needs to focus on the match. He pulled out a 5-star match and he came up just short. And he needs to do what Drew McIntyre couldn't and actually pin the 311 boy for free. Yeah,
well, I think the X Factor is actually Candice LeRae at ringside now, kind of negating the fact Zelina Vega may get involved, you know. So that kind of even playing field. One-on-one situation. You know, I think Cien is beatable. It's that Vega factor that's come and stopped it, isn't it, you know?
It has indeed, yes. But, you know, my money's on the 311 boy kicking Gargano out of NXT.
Really? I don't know. I can't see Gargano's been so popular. I think now is his chance. I went from at TakeOver when I thought he was going to do it, and now with his career on the line, surely...
Don't call me Shirley.
He's got to get the job done, but it'll be interesting to see what happens. Like you said, Dan, Cien, credit to him, isn't it? What have you thought of his NXT title reign so far?
I think it's been good. You know, he's only had really one defence, and that was in a 5-star match against Johnny Gargano.
Yeah, I mean, this Gargano feud has turned into the main feature in NXT, and we wondered after the McIntyre match for Cien, and this Gargano's really kicked it into high gear, isn't it? There's so much emotion attached to it, you know, and you can tell that they're great athletes, but they seriously don't like each other. As Gargano closes on Cien to the outside, are we going to see Johnny wrestling go a-flying?
Oh, but Zelina Vega stands in front. Candice LeRae coming in, she's going to hit Johnny Gargano. No. Suicide dive takes out Zelina Vega.
That's what I was talking about. Here comes Gargano.
Oh, comes flying off the ring apron, takes out Cien.
Go on, Zelina, what are you going to do now?
And the two women are fighting up on the stage.
And Candice LeRae now are going to beat the hell out of Zelina Vega. And of course, you like Candice LeRae, Dan, don't you?
Oh, I do indeed, yes. She was my pick in the Mae Young Classic.
Well, she's just run off Zelina Vega here, so it's going to be a straight-up one-on-one. I mean, you're the favourite now. We might see a new NXT champion tonight.
We might even see Tommaso Ciampa.
Oh, fuck, I forgot about him. Well, of course, he was at TakeOver, wasn't he, after Johnny Gargano's loss, hitting him with a crutch, but I don't know. I don't know if Ciampa's got the guts to show up here tonight.
But then again, if Johnny Gargano does go, what's going to happen between him and Ciampa?
Well, exactly. You would think they would face each other off the NXT title. If Ciampa was smart, help Gargano win and then go with the opportunity after that. You know, like Kevin Owens did with Sami Zayn. It makes more sense that way. But hey, I'm not in Ciampa. I don't want to be in the Psycho Killer's head. You know, leave Ciampa alone at the moment. We're focusing on Gargano and Cien. But Cien in his own right, like I said, can put Gargano away. Yeah, how many times has he beaten him now? Like 3 or 4 times, isn't it? You know, yeah. So.
Oh, and Cien there with the armbar draped over the top rope. He's only got 5 seconds to do as much damage as he can, though.
I think that's a job well done there for Cien, injuring Gargano's left arm. It's going to be difficult getting a Gargano escape on, isn't it? Yeah. Maybe Cien thinking in the future. These men must know each other so well now.
Indeed, yes.
Well, Cien at this moment in time picking apart Johnny Gargano. He's been working on the arm, working around the ring and finding new ways to hurt Johnny wrestling. You just see that vicious kind of net breaker, taking his time here tonight. He knows the conditioning of Cien's conditioning is incredible. Yeah, and he's really turned it up recently. I can't remember last bad match he had. Even when he was doing like the kind of opening couple of matches of Takeover and losing, for me there were still good matches, you know. So all credit to him. It's good that there's a success story, you know, like no one really saw coming.
I'd like to have seen him win the Royal Rumble though.
But again, a fantastic performance in it, like half hour spent in the Royal Rumble, you know.
That's the 311 boys for you. We go half hour.
Yeah, it's just it's just a shame he got eliminated by some cunt, isn't it?
Oh, fucking Randy Orton. Well, it takes a great legend and a man to beat and eliminate another great legend and a 311 boy.
Yeah, good one. Oh, and finally, after about 5 minutes of Cien being on top, Gargano managed to roll through and hit a kick, backing Cien up now. First bit of offense, but Cien again good to it. First in the Irish whip. Straight into the big bootload. Gargano's second rope. Hurricane Runner. Gargano's just got to pull everything out tonight. It is all or nothing here. Winner take all. And Gargano speaking out Cien. Saw it coming. Spear by Johnny.
1, 2. Oh.
Cien managing to kick out. And now Gargano's finally in control of this one. But can he put Cien away? Or can he just do damage? Working with the forearms. And the left's causing trouble, but he's going to breathe through. Tries to strike, but Cien responds himself. And now we're basically in a yay-nay position. Nice by Gargano, low. Kicking Cien low. Went in for the super kick, but Cien rolled him through. Picks him up.
Oh, plants him in the corner. Cien's down, and he's... Johnny Gargano's down. Cien comes charging in towards him. Double knees.
This is it. 1, 2.
Oh.
But somehow Gargano shoulder up at 2. And Cien's already asking questions, saying, What? I gave him the best shot.
What?
Cien's going to go for the hammerlock DDT, but Gargano knows this, pushed him into the turnbuckle.
Gargano knows this.
Oh, and Gargano knows that hurts then as he just got sent into the ring post shoulder first. The injured shoulder. Cien knew all about that. Now they're both on the apron. Oh, no.
Cien comes charging in, but Johnny up to his feet and delivers a super kick, knocking Cien for 6.
And now Gargano looking at the crowd behind you. Don't worry about that. We're behind you. But
I'm not.
Forearm by Cien. You're just a negative Nelly, Dan. You don't believe in dreams and aspirations, do you?
Well, what about Cien's dream? What about the 311 boys' dream?
He's been NXT champion.
Remain 311 champion.
He's been NXT champion. Give Gargano a chance, and now he's trying with all his heart.
Gargano, no chance.
Oh, come on. You gotta love Johnny Wrestling. Look at it. Nice family life. He loves wrestling. Wants to put Cien now away. This is dangerous.
Trying to get Cien up onto his shoulders, but the 311 boy managing to fight out. Gets himself back in the ring, but Gargano with a slingshot through the ring, but he gets caught in that armbar.
The already injured arm now is in serious trouble. You would say Johnny Wrestling's right in the middle of the ring.
And Johnny's getting
smooth. Cien now on the arm. Cien's got him, and now he's trying to outstretch it even more. Trying to get up the head.
Wrenching that arm back as far as he can. Gets rolled up. 2. But Cien managing to break it and kick out.
Look, I thought he was going. Looked like Cien was going to go for the Gargano escape. Of course, Johnny Wrestling knows how to escape that. They're both trying to trade submission. Like Johnny Wrestling was going to go for the unhooked DDT.
And both men get each other in a small package. Now both men trying to go for a clothesline as well.
They know each other so well.
And Gargano gets sent into that turnbuckle thanks to a hip toss from Andrade.
The Hispanic hip toss there, wasn't it, by Cien? Oh, no.
Knees to the back of the head as Johnny Gargano was corner.
2. Somehow, Johnny Gargano managed to get the shoulder up at 2. And Cien is getting more and more frustrated. And I'll tell you what I like about Gargano. His kind of knocked out look. I think he's got one of the best looks. You know where he's like, you don't know where he is.
No award for most punishment taken in a match holder.
No, look at that. No, he's got a faraway look in his eyes as Cien. Look to put him on the top rope. Sort of straddles him up in that top turnbuckle.
He's looking for his hammerlock DDT from up top.
Oh, this is what he beat Drew McIntyre with. So if he hits it on Gargano, it will be over.
Gargano's got his feet locked round the turnbuckle.
It's all about scouting and respect, isn't he? Johnny Wrestling knows if he gets hit by that, it is over.
And he's not only fighting for the title, but he's fighting for his career in NXT.
Oh, but he just get hung up on that second rope. Dan, you're right. It is all or nothing here tonight for Gargano. And Cien now, this is not a pretty predicament. This is a trio woe that you don't want.
But Gargano sliding through, pushes Cien off, and he tumbles arse over elbow and lands on them wafer-thin mats below.
Here comes Gargano now.
Oh, comes flying through the second rope with a tornado DDT, plants Cien.
Come on, Gargano, take advantage of it.
Throws him back in the ring.
You can do it. And he wants Cien to get back to his feet. Here comes Gargano.
Oh, plants him with another DDT as he comes over the top.
1, 2.
But the 311 boy manages to kick out.
Ah.
Well done, Almas. He almost won the match. Wham! That DDT coming over the top rope. Plants the champion, but can't keep the shoulder down for free.
Well, I don't think Gargano can beat Cien. I think you watch this match and you think to yourself, Cien has taken everything that Gargano has to offer and still managed to not be beaten. Come on, Gargano, put Cien away. This is your last shot. This is the opportunity of a lifetime. And now, both men on their knees.
Making their way to a vertical base. Gargano getting the upper hand. Oh, just it looks like one's getting the advantage. The other one strikes back. Cien with a chop. Gargano with a kick. Oh, but Cien manages to plant him down. Spinning elbow takes out the referee inadvertently.
Oh my God, we don't see ref bumps usually, and now Gargano's got Cien. Middle
Trying
of the ring.
to lock in the Gargano.
Go on, get it in. Yes, he's got Cien. There's no Zelina Vega, but unfortunately there's no referee. No, you said it, Dan. I thought you were fucking lying. You must be in contact with Ciampa. Showing up again with that fucking crutch.
And Tommaso Ciampa's got his crutch out.
Your black heart. You got no heart. Gargano's just crutched then, and now Cien.
Got him hung up in a hammerlock DDT.
Oh,
plants him.
Fucking hell. Referee's recovered just right now.
1, 2, 311.
Oh, no.
That's it. 311.
How can you be happy about that?
Because my boy has retained his title.
But Johnny Gargano's just wrestled his last match in NXT. He had Cien beaten. And if it wasn't for Ciampa here, and what a horrible moment for Johnny Gargano. I don't know how you can be there smirking, Dan.
I haven't got a cigarette in my gob, James. I've got a big smile on my face.
Well, I can't believe this. This is unbelievable. Cien is NXT champion.
Cien is 100.
But to be fair, if it wasn't for Ciampa, Cien would have lost tonight, wouldn't he?
we would never know, James. We would never know.
I suppose we didn't get a tap out before the referee recovered or something.
Exactly. Cien did not tap out.
I mean, unbelievable stuff there like that. But what did you think of the match?
I thought it was a bloody good match. Again, the Tommaso Ciampa side of things, he's certainly looking like an evil man with his big beard. But, it's kind of Johnny come close.
It is, but what a great match, though. I mean, obviously not as good as their 5-star encounter, but still a great one. I feel the chemistry there is unbelievable between these two men. But yeah, the match was great. But now let's see Johnny's last moments.
And still reigning, defending, undisputed, undefeated NXT champion of the world, Andrade Cien Almas.
Okay, so
the 311 boy.
311 boy. So that's all done now. Let's say goodbye to Johnny Gargano.
Na 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 na.
Candice LeRae. That's not nice. Candice LeRae coming out here.
Hey hey hey.
And she hugs.
Goodbye.
Thank you, Johnny.
That's not only it for NXT, it is it for Johnny Gargano's NXT career.
So we move on to our next episode of NXT, episode 437, February 28th.
And we get a recap of last Wednesday's main event with great production amplifying the heartbreak/rage most of us felt, re the post-match angle.
Yeah, that I felt, that Dan didn't, yeah. Mauro Ranallo wished Johnny Gargano the best in his future endeavours and introduces Nigel McGuinness and Percy Watson. Nigel reveals Andre Cien Almas and Zelina Vega will be addressing us later.
But we come up to our first match, and that is the Velveteen Dream versus Tyler Bate.
And the commentary plays up Dream's momentum and Bates' recent struggles before the Big Black tweet was directed towards Tyler Bate. But I think this is a great little matchup. Both of these athletes, so young, professional wrestlers even, 21 years old, or 20, 21 years old. And it speaks a lot about, I think, about the future. And I like both of these guys. Dan, what are your thoughts? Who are you backing in this one?
I'm backing Tyler Bate. I do love the Moustache Mountain.
And look at the way he gets out of that move there, reversing away. Of course, British strong style.
He just out-wrestles Velveteen Dream.
He is trying to rolls him up. And Dream is frustrated as fuck as he rolls to the outside, banging the apron, kicking the stairs in the announce table.
And Tyler Bate just stands in the middle of the ring.
Cool, calm and collective. Of course, he'll be part of the Dusty Classic, baby. Alongside Trent Seven. Back after the break, and Dream slowly taking over now. Snapmare, trying to be in the ascendancy. Suplex.
Oh, but Tyler Bate lands on his feet. Standing switch, but switch reversed by the Velveteen Dream. Bounce up against the rope. Bate holds on. And the Dream slithers backwards across the ring.
Exactly. Look at the mannerisms of the Velveteen Dream. Always in character. That's what I like about him as well. Now Colin will tie up. Bate gets the control. You would say Bate's probably the better technical wrestler.
Velveteen Dream's probably the better showman.
Yeah. Without a doubt. Back elbow there on Bate. Tyler Bate could learn from Velveteen Dream, the kind of character development that we've seen. And now working the back of Tyler Bate.
Oh, Velveteen Dream with a backbreaker goes for the cover, but Tyler Bate managing to kick out.
It's going to be tough to keep Bate down, former UK champion in his own right. Sure, he's not been that lucky recently, but a victory over the Dream will propel him in NXT, and I think NXT will be a great proving ground for Tyler Bate. Bettling, I think, the 205 Live, or even the main roster at this point in time,
Most definitely, yeah.
There's a lot of potential for this young man. Dream at the moment is gyrating.
But again, Tyler Bate's only 19 years old, or is he 20 now?
I think he's just turned 20, so still, there's so many years ahead of him, so much to learn and pick up. And now Velveteen Dream rolls through into the submission. He goes to the second rope. Big double axe smash to the back of Tyler Bate. Going for the cover, but Tyler gets shoulder up at 2. Dream keeps holding the arm though, so he manages to go back to some huge potential, especially the Velveteen Dream character. You do so much of it. You can imagine if they do it right, the next 10 years, even in the WWE main roster. It's a character that's going to work, isn't it? He's going to rile up the crowd.
Cien.
This kind of flamboyant look about him.
Trying to get everyone to say his name.
Yeah. And the thing is, he's got a little bit of size in him. He is not the size of Tyler Bate or even like a Tyler Breeze that they've had in NXT. He's a little bit height, a little bit muscle that he can always gain.
He's taller than the two Tylers.
Exactly. He got kicked by the Bate Tyler. Uh-oh.
As Tyler Bate drops the knee to the back of the head and hits him with an exploder.
And Tyler Bate looks to finish him off with an airplane spin. Oh, but Dream stopping it mid-spin.
Oh, but still dizzy.
Now Tyler Bate's got to get his bearings. And now runs in. Oh, big boot to the face by Dream.
Hey, and does his patented bounce off. Hits Velveteen Dream with a lovely lariat. Goes for the cover.
2.
But the Dream managing to kick out.
Tyler Bate can't believe it. What's he thinking now? Tyler Driver 97 maybe.
These two wrestlers are younger than Triple H combined.
Yeah, that's fucked up, isn't it? Oh, he's trying it, and Dream backdropping Bate. He had that scouted. Velveteen Tyler Bate chance, and here comes the Dream now.
Oh, looking for a kick to the midsection, gets caught by Tyler Driver, who lands an uppercut. Bounce off the ropes. Oh, gets planted with a brilliant spine buster. I mean, a lot better than Bobby Rhodes.
Well, he's going for the cover, but Tyler Bate kicking out. And how dare you, sir? Talk about Mr. NXT. You really think I was going to let that comment pass then, did you? Hey, you did for a second there. How very dare you? The man who ran NXT last year hits the best spine buster in the business, bar none. The Dream, don't get me wrong, very impressive there. but couldn't put Tyler Bate away. And now Tyler Bate uppercuts the Velveteen Dream.
You don't want to go toe-to-toe in an uppercut war with Tyler Bate.
But credit to Velveteen Dream, we've seen 2 matches of his already, and they've both been vastly different, haven't they? Oh!
Both men clashing heads.
Of course, last week, No Way Jose was a bigger man, and now Tyler Bate trying to rob it out. Oh, and now Velveteen Dream trying to go up.
Looking for the purple Rainmaker.
Oh.
But Tyler Bate had it scouted and hangs Velveteen Dream up on the top with a lovely drop kick.
Well, the bait, Tyler Bate now going up, but Velveteen Dream fight. Bate, oh!
But Velveteen Dream crutching Tyler on the top rope.
And now here comes Velveteen Dream off the top.
Purple Rainmaker.
Oh!
Lands on its
it.
mark. 1, 2, 3.
And just like that, Tyler Bate Tyler Bate loses again. But I think great match. Dan, what are your thoughts?
Yeah, you know, Tyler Bate, I think he looks great in defeat. I don't think it's going to hamper him too much. Yeah, you know, put in a brilliant performance. He's still got a bit of a way to go, but, you know, Tyler Bate's going to make his way back.
Yes, Tyler Bate. Yeah.
What's that, my love?
What's that, my love? Yeah, no, I agree with you. Tyler Bate, he's got a lot of... he's got a big future ahead of him. I think the Dream's future is now. Well, Paul Ellering yells down a dark stairwell. In the last Dusty Classic, Authors of Pain made their mark. This one is the path back to the titles and Undisputed Era. AOP lean over the rails and yell in their native languages. Rezar vows to mayhem. Akam says war is our peace.
I love that on a t-shirt. The footage of Johnny Gargano signing his termination papers is shown. And why are some of the best stories in professional wrestling told through the lens of the last 9 months for the former NXT wrestler Johnny Gargano have been nothing but cruel.
It has. His partner turning on him, beating him up, not winning tag team titles, the losing streak, finally a bit of redemption, and in the end losing not only the NXT title in the way he did TakeOver, but again in the rematch thanks to Ciampa. It is awful, but in another way, brilliant, isn't it? You know.
But we can't look away, and any time the world of professional wrestling knocks down Gargano a few pegs, we are there to watch with one eye open. Last night on NXT, Gargano lost to current, undisputed, undefeated, unrelentless NXT champion Andrade Cien Almas on his 4th attempt, and now has to leave the promotion with his head hung low. Of course, Gargano's former friend, roommate and tag partner Tommaso Ciampa was there last night to cost Johnny Wrestling the match, and again this morning to rub his nose in it a little more.
Well, the Blackheart said, I can't quite put my finger on slept incredible last night. I mean, that is an absolutely incredibly evil tweet from Ciampa, you know. And like I said, Gargano has signed his termination agreement, and it's not fun to watch either. And he tweeted out,
circumstances aside, I'd like to thank William Regal for allowing me to fulfil my final WWE NXT obligations and say goodbye to the NXT fans at live events in a few cities that hold a special place in my heart. Let's make them special. Hashtag thank you NXT. And James would like to wish Johnny Gargano the best of luck on his future endeavours, and there's only one way to go from here, right?
Yep. Well, up next, it is the leader of the Undisputed Era. It is Adam Cole versus Cesar Bononi. And the tag champs accompany Cole to the ring, making Dan sick. And right after the bell, the Panama City Playboy asks for the mic. He knows who he's in the ring with and asks for a round of applause for the 2017 NXT Future Star of the Year. He says Bononi belongs in the Undisputed Era and offers him a shirt.
And then throws him a shirt and then beats him down in stupid, ridiculous, twatty fashion. And then puts 2 fingers up in the air saying Adam Cole is a dick.
I think you're a fan of Adam Cole, aren't you? Oh! Bit like Bononi is, who just big booted Adam Cole.
He deserves it. The undeserving era come into the ring to try and help Adam Cole.
But this young big horse Cesar Bononi might cause an upset here, putting Adam Cole away.
Do it.
Oh! Puts him down. 1, 2.
Oh, and the twat kicks out.
Twat.
Well, with Enzo Amore not being around anymore, I need somewhere to focus my hatred and rage. And look at these 2 twats.
Yeah.
Get off the fucking ring apron. There's a match going on, you pair of dicks.
Kyle O'Reilly and Bobby Fish with a distraction. Adam Cole with the super kick.
There's nothing super about that. It's a dick kick.
And now he's looking to put away Bononi. Fish and O'Reilly tag team champions waiting. The winner of the Dusty Classic. Here comes Adam Cole. Shining Wizard back of the head. Knocks out Benoni. Cole goes for the cover. 1, 2, 3. And the leader looking impressive here tonight, Dan. Thoughts on the match?
My thoughts are Adam Cole is a dick. Kyle O'Reilly is a dick. And Bobby Fish. Guess what, James?
What?
He's a dick.
Oh, and they beat down Cesar Bononi after that. My God. Well, we get a video package of Kairi Sane, her history with Shayna Baszler, and the Queen of Spade's reign of terror.
And Street Talk features the Profits interviewing people about who will win the Dusty Classic, and everyone picks Street Profits. But it's actually just Montez Ford and Angelo Dawkins pretending to be other people.
Hilarious. Well, Mara, who runs down the tournament bracket, and we learn the Officer Pay vs TM61, which was the final of the Dusty Classic last time round, is next week.
Yes, but up next, we've got Shayna Baszler versus the Pirate Princess, Kairi Sane.
Yes, two of our one of my favourites in Baszler, one of yours in Sane. This is a rematch of the Mae Young Classic final, where Sane, I think, upset the odds, but there has been no one tougher, no one badder than NXT as of late than Baszler. And
who has lost to Kairi Sane, who has lost to Ember Moon on 2 occasions.
Yeah, lost 2 occasions, but she didn't lose 2 occasions. Kairi Sane interfered in the last women's title match, costing Baszler it. This is why these two are going to have a match here. Baszler, Sane was lucky in the Mae Young Classic final, so this is what Baszler's going to do. Go through Sane, put her down, and then face Ember Moon, and finally win the NXT women's title. The Sane's starting strong now with the forearms, but Baszler just slapping her around. She's got the power in this one, shoulder barge her down.
I do think we need a gender testing on Shayna Baszler, though. She is rather mannish.
Well, she just catches Kairi Sane. You got to be in the awe of her greatness here. And
We've gone from the undeserving era to Shayna Blokesler.
Baszler is my pick. Was my pick in the Mae Young Classic, and she's my pick here as a future in the NXT Women's Division in NXT. Look at her wearing down Kairi Sane. Well, what's Sane have to do if she wants to win?
Hit that pirate elbow.
That is a dangerous move, isn't it?
It is indeed. It's what put Shayna Baszler out before, and it's what can put her out again.
Well, Sane drives Baszler into turnbuckle.
But Sane's certainly got a speed advantage on Baszler.
No doubt.
She goes up top, Baszler ducks, Sane lands on her feet, goes down low, rolls her up 1, 2, but Baszler managing to kick out.
See, just Baszler switches it round in, Baszler just lifts the leg, Sane's doing the damage herself then, really.
Yeah, indeed.
And now with the knees, look at vicious strikes. She's not protecting herself at all here, Kairi Sane.
Barrage of knees, knocking Sane across the ring. 2. But Kairi managing to kick out.
Well, Sane is tough, but Baszler now looks like she's just back to get into an actual match. Just looks like she's been that bothered so far. We're back from the break, and Baszler has been in complete control, choking out Kairi Sane.
She picks up the much smaller competitor, throws her into the turnbuckle, follows it up with a running knee.
Sits Sane down. Kick to the back there.
The insane elbow.
Oh, look at Baszler now. The kicks to Sane, not letting her go up. Not letting Sane get up. You know, the difference in the Mae Young Classic, Sane was bringing it. Baszler now seems to be in constant offense.
Sane was having much better quality matches.
Well, Baszler goes running, moves out of the way.
And a double hand strikes across the chest. Kairi Sane's certainly fighting back.
Oh, but look at Baszler responds. Goes on a run.
But Kairi Sane runs a different rope and manages to spear the much larger competitor.
And that will buy her some time now to try and sort her injuries out. Kairi Sane now, Pirate Princess, stomping away. Here she
come charging in. Smashes that elbow straight across the chest of Baszler.
Uh-oh.
Now she's looking for the insane elbow. Big right hand from the top instead. 1, 2. Baszler only just managing to kick out.
But she did, which is the main point of a wrestling match. So Baszler's still in there. And Kairi Sane maybe in a bit of trouble now. There you go. Baszler stops it. Clubbing blows to the back.
But Sane managing to fight out. A spinning back fist. Now she's looking to go up to drop that insane elbow. She's looking to go to drop that insane elbow.
But can she get out there with that bad back? Well,
Shayna Baszler was up there before Kairi Sane could reach the top. Oh, a delayed vertical suplex, dropping her into that Kirifuda clutch.
Fucking hell, that is classy, Dan. That is classy by Baszler, and she makes Cien tap out. What a performance by the future NXT Women's Champion, Shayna Baszler. Dan, what you got to say about that?
No, it's an impressive performance by Baszler, but she isn't the Women's Champion of NXT.
Well, Kari Sane there, unfortunate to meet Baszler like this, and Baszler marches to the announce table, upset that Amber Moon called her a coward. She calls the champ out and says she'll either leave their rematch with the title or a limb.
Well, the champ and his business associate are out to booze. Zelina Vega introduces Andrade Cien Almas as the greatest champion in NXT history, and I actually like to agree. Or as she likes to call him, Mr. 4-0. Everyone thought Johnny Gargano was going to win. Even Johnny thought he would win. That's why he brought his family. But 4 times, a clean sweep. Gargano earned their respect while Almas earns money and fame. Unlike most women, she doesn't feed off her man's success. She created it. Well, Almas grabs the mic and says many of the same things in pretty bad English. The duo make their way out to the champ's music, but he's interrupted by Aleister Black.
Oh, look who it is. Cien thought he could get away. Thought all his title challenges were gone. But here comes Aleister Black. Well, your man Aleister Black is here, Dan.
And my other man, Andrade Cien Almas. I'm going to be torn here when Aleister Black beats the 311 boy, but there's only one person that can beat him. Well,
Black's got their microphone in hand. Let's see what he's got to say to Cien.
So what's Ali B got to say?
And is that who I think it is? Sanity's music playing.
Oh, and there's Killian Dane.
Well, the Beast of Belfast out here. Well, remember what Killian Dane said. Aleister Black's got to go through him to get to the NXT title. CM's watching these two men go at it. Dane and Black. And Aleister Black winning it, doesn't he? Oh!
Ducks a spinning heel kick. Hits a flying cross body on Ali B.
Well, CN saying it's nothing to do with me. And Dane standing over Aleister Black. Well, there we go. That is it. NXT for this week. I mean, Dan, thoughts on that?
Yeah, you know, it's certainly going to be a very interesting match. I mean, so I take it it's going to be Black versus Killian Dane, and then the winner gets a shot at Cien's title.
Yeah, I mean, unless it ends in weird circumstances and all of a sudden... triple threat match at TakeOver, you know, with Killian Dane involved. But able to overcome, isn't it, for Aleister Black? We shall see. Yeah. We shall see what happens with your man in the NXT title picture.
So it is our last one. We've had 3 episodes of this, and it is March 7th, and it's episode 438.
Well, Mauro Ranallo, Nigel McGuinness and Percy Watson welcome us into tonight's show and the preview of Aleister Black versus Killian Dane and the Dusty Rhodes Tag Team Classic.
So our first match is Authors of Pain versus TM61. And this should be a great way to get started, Dan. We talked about Dusty Classics. We both made picks. Who is your pick for the Dusty Classic?
Sanity.
Yes, and mine is Sanity as well. So we've cancelled each other out. But we talked about TM61 coming back from the injury, haven't they? And looking as strong as ever. And the Authors of Pain still being around NXT. Of course, the last Dusty Classics, the final, TM61 lost to Authors of Pain. So can they get revenge? Who are you backing in this one, Dan?
I'm backing the AOP.
Why?
Because war is their peace. Who are you backing then, Jimbo?
You know, I got to say TM61 have got a great chance in this. You know, Shane Thorne and Nick Miller are 2 guys that I think need a victory. Authors of Pain have done everything they can in NXT as of now. They're just waiting for the right time to go up on the main roster.
What, like an open challenge?
Yeah, do you know, Authors of Pain would be perfect for that. They really would. Double powerbomb. Should we do a bonus point for bonus open challenge?
Well, we're waiting till WrestleMania weekend.
All right, okay. I'll do a giant more about Raw one as well. And look at this. Oh! We talk about who's going to have advantage. TM61, they keep flying around like this. Nick Miller and Shane Thorne. Very impressive here. Now Miller's going to raise R back in the ring.
It's Miller time.
Going for the cover. Oh, but only a 1 count.
1.
And poor Ellering there at ringside.
I've not really seen much of Jessica Carr in an NXT ring.
No, we've got to keep our eye out for Carr. We've got to keep our eye out for this match as well. Could end any moment. TM61 at the moment. TM61 right now in control. Trying to keep Razor down. No, trying to keep the Calm down. The Calm's one with tattoo, isn't he?
The calm before the storm.
Yeah.
Well, Razor tags himself in and he begins by pummeling away at the head of Miller. Who wants to be champion more? Well, I believe it is Roderick Strong. He deserves his moment at WrestleMania. How's Buddy Murphy going to do in the tournament, James?
Fuck
He's
you.
fucked up.
Fuck you. Razor and Nick Miller in there, and we come back from the break, and the Authors of Pain just pummeling, still in control.
Akam tags his way in. Razor picks up Miller.
Oh.
Drops the knee onto the face of him. But Miller manages to kick out.
That's a bit of surprise. I think he could have reached for the ropes, but he wanted to show his determination there. He's in the wrong part of town at this moment in time.
And Akam just wearing down Nick Miller.
Just slowing it down to the Authors of Pain's pace, even though they quick match, we've seen it before. Just submission.
But he's got all that weight on his back as well. Nick Miller's in a lot of trouble.
We don't know how fit the TM61 are, after those injuries.
Well, you've told me you think they're quite fit.
They look in great shape, Dan. They have got a big package. They're great. I like the Mighty Don't Kneel, and TM61, probably not a great name, but Shane.
Would you kneel for the Mighty?
I probably would, yes. Nick Miller, DDT.
Plants Akam's head into the mat. Can he get a tag into Shane Thorne?
He's looking to get one, and Razor on the other side, desperate to get in. Here comes Shane Thorne. Big forearm to Razor.
Follows it up with a trivecta of uppercuts. Razor looking for the clothesline attempt. That gets ducked, and Thorne hits one of his own. Oh, a lovely drop kick. Rocks Razor down to one knee as he comes in with a big leg lariat.
Well, Thorne hasn't slowed down once. He's on fire, baby. Oh!
You like your Aussies as well, don't you?
I do. Cannonball and TM61 again. I don't know where Iconic Jerry have gone. Thorne can't pick up Razor, surely.
Don't call me Shirley, but he's attempting it. Gives up after a little while, though, and goes back to the big forearms.
Oh, and that rocked Razor. Now he's going to try and do it. Oh, my God.
Picks him up. Blue Thunderbomb.
Impressive cover. One, two. Oh.
Razor manages to kick out.
Elvin trying to get his troops back into this one.
He just turned Thorne inside out with that big boot.
Whoa.
Tags in his brother.
This could be it now. We're picking him up. Power bomb. Oh. So power bomb into the net breaker.
1, 2. But Miller in to break up the count. I don't think that was wise. I think they should have just taken their loss and got out of Dodge as quickly as they could have done.
But here comes Razor picking up Miller. They're going to maybe... Samoan drop.
Well, I was looking for dual Samoan drops.
Oh, my God. Shane Thorne picks up. Razor slams him down.
Side suplex. Miller's going up top. Shooting star press. Hits its mark. 1, 2...
Oh. Well, Nick Miller hit the moonsault, but Akam came in to stop him. Now Thorne trying to get rid of... Razor. Oh, my God. He's going to shot back, bomb him out of the ring. Oh!
Power bombs him onto the outside of the ring apron.
Oh!
And I don't think Sean's going to be getting up for a week. And now Miller finds himself between Akam and Razor.
Razor, yeah. They've just folded Nick Miller up like an accordion. Tagged him in. Here we go. Is it final chapter?
Boom. Takes down Miller. 1, 2, 3.
Wow.
Good night, AOP.
Wow.
Good night, TM61.
Wow. Well, Elvin comes in and the Authors of Pain. They might have been there, done things in NXT, but they're looking... maybe as dominant and as dangerous as ever. Dan, what do you think of the match?
TM61, they had a couple of chances to get into it. I thought they could have won it at one point then. But no, they bow out to the much bigger and more powerful AOP.
Yeah, I mean, you got to bow down to the Authors of Pain there. Very, very impressive. I'm a bit shame about TM61. I wonder if they got anything else planned for them because they got beaten very cleanly at the end there. But a great way to start the Dusty Classic. Tag teams in NXT. is one of the great things. But we do move on.
Yes, earlier today, William Regal talks Dusty Rhodes Classic and is asked who he thinks will win. He decides not to answer and heads off. Then Pete Dunne shows up and says the UK Championship is not going anywhere. Roderick Strong shows up to talk with Undisputed Era, come along and make fun of Strong about wanting one more big match after a loss. And Dunne tells Cole he hasn't won anything big since he's been here. A bit of a stare down that Regal breaks up.
Well, backstage, Bianca Belair with the long hair gets ready for her match.
Yes, random basement. Eric Young and Alexander Wolf say their chaos will continue in a Dusty Rhodes Classic. Nikki Cross laughs a lot like a maniac, and Killian Dane says chaos will win tonight.
Our next match is Bianca Belair versus Miss Drew Renee.
Well, Belair with 3 vertical suplexes and a fall-away powerbomb. Pin, and we're already done here.
Oh, there we go. Backstage, Chrissy St. Cloud talks with Lacey Evans, who says she's here to show others some class. She says Dakota Kai is another example of a classless woman. Next week, she'll test out Kai in the ring.
Well, Shayna Baszler, Evans bounces, and she says she's been calling out the fighting champion Ember Moon, but all she's received is silence from the champ about another match.
Ember Moon is running scared of the toughest woman in NXT, Shayna Baszler.
Well, we've both voiced our disapproval about wrestlers getting chance after chance after chance after chance, and come on, Shayna, you've not really earned your way to...
What? She took out Kairi Sane last week in impressive fashion. And Ember Moon was lucky to escape with the title on 2 occasions.
Well, Heavy Machinery working out in a WWE Performance Center and says no team is ready for them in the Dusty Rhodes Tag Team Classic. Tucker was pulling Otis on a sled while he was lifting weights.
Exactly. And Tommaso Ciampa heads out to the ring to a chorus of boos. You suck chant breaks out, and he's not even to the ring yet.
We want Johnny sucks, dueling chants. Ciampa still hasn't said anything as he holds a crutch over his shoulder. He goes to talk, more boos, so he waits. Tries once again, gets some more boos from the crowd.
Well, Ciampa finally gets frustrated, throws the mic, and almost leaves. He sees a Gargano sign, takes it from a fan, holds it up, rips it, goes back to the ring and puts it down on the mat.
He then bashes it with his crutch a few times before heading to the back with fans still booing.
So, next week on the WNR in April, it's Sanity, Eric Young and Alexander Wolf versus Tino Sabatelli and Riddick Moss. That's in a Dusty Rhodes Classic tournament match. And also we got
Street Profits versus Heavy Machinery in a tournament match.
And then Adam Cole versus Pete Dunne next week in a UK title match. Pete Dunne versus Cole. I mean, Dan, you're hoping Dunne can make Adam Cole look like Shayna Baszler, aren't you? You know what I'm saying? Like,
wow.
That is a very interesting match next week.
And also, we have got Aleister Black versus Killian Dane.
Yeah, well, that is our main event.
A 6-man ladder match will determine the champion.
Don't ruin it. Watch Aleister Black first. Do you know that news?
No.
Let's do it now. Go on. So the NXT is to debut a new North American Championship at TakeOver New Orleans.
I knew about the North American Championship.
Yeah, at New Orleans. NXT will award a brand new title at TakeOver New Orleans on April 7th when it unveils the NXT Championship. WWE announced on Wednesday.
A 6-man ladder match will determine the champion with EC3, Ricochet, Adam Cole, Killian Day, Lars Sullivan, and Velveteen Dream competing.
That is incredible. That's like a SmackDown match. Someone's just sorted it out and just like, right, who's the 6 people I want to see? And let's not forget, EC3 is going to be Mr. NXT, but I'll get onto that when we see him. The NXT North American Championship will be the 5th title belt in WWE's development. Join the NXT title, Women's Championship, Tag Team, and WWE UK title.
Well, to some extent, creating a new championship is a testament to NXT's growth. WWE may see the North American Championship as the brand's version of the secondary title, such as the Intercontinental Championship on Raw and US Championship on SmackDown Live.
Yeah, but at the same time, it's easy to envision the North American Championship slipping into irrelevance. That's largely happened with the secondary belts on Raw and SmackDown, despite the best efforts of The Miz to elevate the IC title.
And that's what they're hoping to do when Randy Orton wins the US title. I mean, like, you know, it's gone downhill since...
It's gone downhill so much when Randy Orton gets it will hit rock bottom. You're right, yeah.
And unlike Raw and SmackDown Live, NXT only has 1 hour of programming every week compared to 3 for Raw and 2 for SmackDown. The participants in the ladder match at TakeOver New Orleans mean the North American Championship should enjoy a strong debut. That momentum will only carry so far, though. And WWE's recent handling of secondary championships doesn't provide an encouraging outlook.
Yeah, but what a fucking match. I'm sorry, but what a fucking match that's going to be.
Yes, apart from Adam Cole, all them wrestlers look strong and great.
Yeah, but just imagine like Lars Sullivan and Dane teaming up on Adam Cole and put him through a ladder, and EC3 and Ricochet is finally going to be there as well.
Finally.
I mean, it just gets big. Going to be live. We are going to bring you the kickoff to the NXT TakeOver April 7th, and then our first ever WrestleMania live as well. We cannot wait, but it is main event time now, and it's Dan's man, Aleister Black versus Killian Dane.
Made you jump, didn't I?
That did make me jump. Dan singing Aleister Black's entrance. I was not expecting that.
Well, it's not only fireworks make people jump, it's actually Dan singing.
And if you want to hear Dan singing, don't forget to listen Wednesday to the sing-off, Dan versus James. Well, Black is out here. Killian Dane stands in his way to face Cien for the NXT title.
Well, Aleister Black just sits in Killian Dane's way.
He sits where he wants.
He sits where he wants. And he's going to be sitting on the top of the NXT mountain.
He's been the most impressive member of Sanity. I mean,
you know, one might argue he's the Braun Strowman of the Wyatt family.
Yeah, well, that's true. That is true. He's been impressive like that. We've seen a few stunts from him at War Games. He really delivered well. And, you know, Drew McIntyre's had to go for him to come to face for the NXT title. And now it looks like Aleister Black's having to do exactly the same thing. It makes sense, but Dane is a dangerous man. I mean, what's Black going to win this one, Dan?
Well, not get drawn into Dane. He's got to avoid, obviously, his best offense and just try and wear out the big man and hit him with a Black Mass kick out of nowhere.
Well, the Black Mass kick is such a dangerous move, you know. We've seen it with Adam Cole. We've seen it with countless people. If Black hits that, it is lights out, you know. Black ready for Dane. Oh, my God.
Well, Dane was more ready for Black than Black was ready for Dane. Running drop kick sends Black into the corner, goes for a cover, but only a 2 count.
2, and I think that's the way to put Black down, is to straight from the off. Don't let him build. Like you saying to me, he gets stronger as the fight goes on. Well, don't make that happen. Cut him off straight away before he can actually make a comeback. I think Dane realising this now. Irish whip with force.
Oh, Killian Dane comes charging in and just splashes Aleister Black.
Oh.
Throws him again with another Irish whip. Tries to follow up this time. Black dodges. Delivers a big kick to the chest of Dane.
And now combination from Black.
Oh, lovely combination there. Takes the big man down.
Well, the thing is, he might already have a broken rib from the attack early going. He's definitely feeling the side.
Oh, and Aleister Black not waiting around for Dane to get back in the ring. Jumps over the top rope, springboards off the second and catches him with a lovely moonsault.
Well, now Black's back in the ring, and Dane looks infuriated by that as we go to our first. Go for our break. Oh, we're back, and Black's trying to get an advantage, but Dane's stopping him. Oh! Comes running through like a locomotive steam engine and just drops Black down.
Goes for a cover, but Black manages to kick out. Killian Dane's in full control. Black's had a few offensive moves, but it's mainly been...
Well, you got to think if Dane can put Black away, he might be next in line for a title shot, and he could be the second Irishman to be NXT champion as he's working in the corner. He's stomping a mud hole on Black and walking it dry. And even Dane's gesticulating for the title belt. Dane hits the forearm, catches him on the second rope, working on the arm.
Killian Dane working over, putting all his body weight onto Black, and Black just managing able to shoot his left shoulder up at 2.
And now Dane trying to grab the arm, working on the shoulder, trying to get submission in. You've just got to try and make sure Black can't get those quick comebacks. And like I said, at this moment in time, with him in a submission, can't hit the Black Mass kick, can he? It's neutralised.
Yeah, he can't hit the neutraliser either. either.
I hit a neutralizer, and I'm pretty out or any other move in this submission. Both men back to the feet, and Dane with knee to the midsection.
Big splash there onto Black. Goes for the cover again. But Black again managing to kick out.
After the slam by Dane. And now again splashed down. But Black still managing to recover, get the shoulder up at 2. Now maybe Dane getting a little bit frustrated.
Oh, looking for a third splash, this time onto Alistair's back.
Alistair back. Oh, he can't get him down. And Alistair Black, though, he hasn't lost that many times in NXT, has he, Dan? I think once or twice, maybe, yeah.
He was pinned by Johnny Gargano.
And then the tag team match, I think maybe wasn't involved in it. So, yeah, I mean, Black's been very successful here in NXT, but at the moment, Dane is stifling him. Black trying to fight out the submission.
But Killian Dane responds with a big running knee lift and just rocks Black back to his knees.
Now Dane's got Alistair Black up.
Looking for a suplex, but Black with a backslide. Looking to hit him with a German, but he had no chance of lifting Killian Dane, and Dane responds with an elbow. But Dane punching wildly, and Black managing to block and dodge. Ever.
Not using his speed, he knows he's got the advantage there. Forearm rocking Killian Dane, but he's not been off his feet yet.
Goes for a second, and Killian Dane just roars, comes charging towards Alistair Black, who goes low and takes the legs out to get the big man down. Oh, and Black with a running knee, nips his way up. This could be the momentum that Ali B needs.
Well, he's definitely in pain, but he's calling for it now. Maybe the end is here. Oh, forearm to the face.
Oh, springboard moonsault. His knee hit Killian Dane in the head.
Oh.
Goes for the cover, but Dane managing to kick out.
And now Black might be getting a little bit frustrated, but he's still got one weapon that he can use. Oh, Black picking up Dane, but Dane throws him on the apron.
Oh, Black catches himself. Responds with a big forearm. Runs to the top turnbuckle. Oh, but gets caught by Dane in a clothesline.
Jesus.
1, 2. But Black manages to kick out. Shave your back. Shave your back.
Dane's getting slower, but he might have just had enough. He screams at Alistair Black.
You're in my path. Grabs him by his chin.
And now he's got him up.
It's a punch to the midsection, but that just fires Black up. He tries responding with a punch of his own.
Oh, here comes Killian Dane with a knockout blow.
Oh, but Black manages to dodge it with a kick to the midsection and one to the head.
Oh, tries to jump over Dane, but Dane catches him. Oh
my days, and just plants him with one of the most thunderous spine busters I've ever.
Oh my, Dane, and he's picking Black up.
Calling for the end.
He's on his shoulders. Slams him down near the corner.
Running senton.
Oh my God. Killian Dane, second rope.
Oh, splashes onto Black. 1, 2.
Oh.
But Black manages to shoot a shoulder up at the last second.
Dane can't believe he's pulling his hair out now. He can't put Black away.
And bam, that impact driving all his weight into the chest of Alistair Black.
Oh, we've seen this fall from Killian Dane. He's got Black up on his shoulders, looking to put him away.
Oh, Black rolls through. 1, 2. Oh, but Dane managing to kick out.
Oh!
Black mass kick knocks out Dane. 1, 2, 3. And he gives the man his first defeat in NXT.
My God, Killian Dane has lost this one to Alistair Black, but fair play, Alistair Black, showing his toughness. Dane dominated, but Black came through in the end. Dan, what are your thoughts?
Ali B. Booyakasha. No, it was a bloody good match. I honestly thought Black was going to lose it. But, no, he managed to pull it out, hit the Black mass kick out of nowhere.
No.
I can say that because these two are my guys. So
Yeah.
These happen out of nowhere.
Exactly. So the Black mass kick and the RKO happen out of nowhere. I don't think it's a bad match. Dane looks strong. But I think the right man won. And I think now Black is on a collision course with just one man. Told you Black mass kick, such a dangerous move. Well, Cien was there watching on earlier. And Alistair Black now, I think, has got a date with Destiny. So, Dan, what have you thought of NXT this month?
Yeah, I thought it's been very impressive. It's certainly building towards its pay-per-view and its culmination of these matches. You got the Dusty Rhodes Tag Team Classic. Which way is it going to go? You know, you got the injury to Bobby Fish. And we got, you know, the announcement of the North American Championship, which should be a very interesting match. Yeah, you know, they're telling good stories and they're taking it 1 week at a time as they do in NXT.
Yeah, no, it's really good stuff, NXT, you know, like I say, tell you a basic story. We now know, you know, Aleister Black versus Cien at TakeOver looks to be on the cards. And, of course, the next time we'll be with you will be April. It'll be Friday we do it, April 6th. We'll bring you the other, I think, three more episodes of NXT then as well. And that'll be ramping up towards New Orleans. What was better this month, 205 Live or NXT, Dan?
I think 205 Live for its match quality, but NXT for its storytelling.
I think that's fair enough. So they both won in your eyes.
Yes.
I got to say NXT because we had the Gargano heartbreak using Cien and then the new hope in Aleister Black. And of course Shayna Baszler looking so impressive and the Dusty Classic. But 205 Live has been really good this week. So that is it. Don't forget next time we are with you is the WNR147, which will be WWE Fastlane 2018, and that's got one match on it. I think it's quite big, Dan, isn't it? What's the one match?
The 6-pack? No.
Is it the tag team? No. What one match?
The women's chair?
No. Kickoff match? No, I don't know.
Well, it, of course, is Randy Orton versus
the glorious Bobby Roode. Will the right man win, or will there be a screw job yet again, Dan?
Will there be a fist fight here?
Exactly.
Will we replicate the match in your front room?
We've never had anything like this. We've talked about a Roode Orton match before, but we never experienced it. God knows what will happen, and you can listen to it on the WNR147 next Sunday. And then on Wednesday, YouTube, we're going to have, for the first time ever, it's going to be Dan versus James in the WNR podcast. Sing off. Will it be Randy Orton? Will it be Bobby Roode? Your vote counts. So you'll be able to check that out. How? Well, you can contact us or look at it on Twitter at WWE Network Review or
at Vince McDan, WWE.
I'm at J_Rowlands. We've also got a friend on Twitter.
Yes, we have. It's Mini Chris Benoit, and he's just trying to make the world a better place, and you can follow him at Mini Chris Benoit.
Of course, all the Google platforms, WWE Network Review on Google+. Send us an email to WNRpodcast@gmail.com. We're also on Facebook.
Yes, Facebook. You can come and find our page and give us a like with the WWE Network Review podcast, or you can come and find me and add me as a friend. I am Vince McDan.
Subscribe to our YouTube channel, WWE Network Review podcast. Like I say, the sing-off is coming exclusive to YouTube, and the podcasts go up there at the same time as do other places like SoundCloud.
On your phone.
And also on Spreaker Radio, where we've got April 7th, April 8th, NXT TakeOver Live, and WrestleMania, our first ever live show, Stitcher Radio and iTunes, where you can download, subscribe, rate and review there. But that is it, Dan. I mean, it's been a phenomenal journey to get to this point, and now it only gets bigger for the WNR podcast, doesn't it?
It does indeed, yes.
Just when we thought we couldn't get any bigger, Orton versus Roode and WrestleMania is coming. I have been James Rowlands, and as always I was joined by
Dan White.
Thanks for listening, everybody, and bye.
Bye.